Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardly Heroes. How are my two favorite players doing today?
Good, yeah.
Good.
I'm well.
Excellent.
How are you? How's my favorite DM doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. No one ever calls me their favorite DM, Nick. Why don't you take 100 experience points?
You're the only one.
Oh, I will take 100 experience points. Well,
It's good. Yeah, you need that.
yeah, I do. So I haven't got my prime requisite like you have.
That's true. The 10% is nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything happen in the world that we should be in our lives that is worth mentioning?
Well, let me tell you, how fucked up is this? I finished paying my student loan off 2 years ago. And I've started this new job 3 months ago. And I've just realized today when I've got my third pay slip that the student loan company,
No.
they're giving them £600 out of my paycheck last month and again this month. I rang up the student loans company and I was like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, we haven't done that. It must be HMRC, which is like the tax man basically, or your employer's made a mistake. So I was just shocked to find out, like, as the new Labour
What about your
government
previous
just thought,
employers?
no, that I wasn't
Have you
paying
checked
anything
those?
with them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like randomly out of nowhere. It's like, oh, we'll just take 600 quid a month off this fella.
Wow.
Okay.
Fucking money,
That's
too.
fucking... That's ridiculous that they just dip
It's
immediately
bullshit.
into your paycheck.
Are they going to pay interest
Well,
on
that's
the
how
money?
you pay your student loan back in England. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna get the money back. Yeah, I did feel like saying you're gonna pay me fucking interest on it because when I look at my balance on the app, it says that I'm in like negative 600. I have overpaid by 600.
Yeah.
But right below that, it says like your interest rate is 6.25%. So I worked it out. That's like £10 worth of interest over 2 months. So
Let them know.
I didn't.
Tell them you
Yeah,
want
maybe
it.
I should. If I was American,
Okay.
I would. I was too polite. I just.
Well, this is why it's
weather a little bit.
This is
wanna
why
cause
it's
a
important
bother.
to pay close attention to your finances. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but my wife and I have a weekly financial meeting where we go over all of our spending and our big spending spreadsheets. And then once every a quarter, we have like a big projections meeting and everything. You got to go over all of it all the
that's
time,
intense.
check
That's
all your
intense.
income, all your
I'm not doing
expenditures,
that.
put them in categories. And that way at the end of the year, you can be like, I spent this much money on alcohol, this much money on utilities, this much money on going out to eat, and you've got all of your metrics laid out before you. You know, where
I'm
every
not sure I
penny's
want to
accounted
see
for.
I don't
how
want
much
to
money
see.
I've spent
Yeah.
going out to eat, to be honest.
Oh, that's how you know you need the system.
Yeah, but
Jess and I don't really go out anymore since her parents thankfully cook for us for pretty much everything. The life
fucking
is
awesome.
good
That's
right now.
nice.
Pretty much rent free. We're just paying for our food like at the place.
Telling you.
You know, we get the food. We're just giga saving for down payment on a house right now. It's awesome.
I'm in a different world, mate. Like I'm tomorrow at lunchtime. I've got a client, not a client, sorry, like a. I'm a would-be client of theirs, buying me lunch, and then in the evening I've got a booking at a lovely little restaurant that I'll show you, Neil, shortly. In
Excellent.
the Stockport Underpass, which is a lovely little place. I'm just living on a different level out here, guys. Two
Living
meals a
life,
day.
good.
Okay.
Guys, you gotta get the good spreadsheets. They list all your bank accounts and your total assets and your total debts. You got a good picture of your financial health. It's important.
That sounds just boring.
I like spreadsheets as much as the next guy, but I can't be fucked going through my entire bank account and trying to, like,
Once a week, you just input, you check your credit card statements because you spend everything on credit cards. You just
Or
quickly
points, of
put it
course.
in, and then it takes you 10, maybe 15 minutes once a week. You're good.
Jess isn't
Beautiful.
good at math, and this conversation would fucking fry her brain so quickly.
yeah.
Hold on, I'm just gonna send you a quick little screenshot.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
This spreadsheet.
Of the spreadsheets. Here's what would be our August budget. It clearly doesn't have any expenditures on it, but this is the nice little layout. You can see what your budget's going to be, what you actually spend, and then your big yearly tasks on the side, your deposits and withdrawals near the top, all of your bank accounts at the bottom, and credit cards and loans. It's good, guys. It's good.
I see it. I don't really have any expenses right now. We don't really eat out. We don't really do anything.
Are you sure? Have you checked your credit card statements?
Yeah.
Do you know what
sure.
Jess is
I
buying
wish-
in the secrets and the shadows?
That's true. She does shop on Temu sometimes, so I do.
Aren't
need to
there
figure
more
that out.
stuffed animals in your house than you remember?
That's true.
They just arrived.
We've just like merged our finances completely, so we both have just access to each other's complete fucking bank accounts and all of the shit, which actually makes it so easy. I couldn't imagine, and I'm not saying anybody who does this is wrong, but I just couldn't imagine like splitting finances. I feel like that would be
we split finances. We've got our own bank accounts, and we've got a third bank account that we use to pay all the bills in, and we work out what all the bills are going to be, and then I do a ratio of my take-home salary versus Fran's, and then we split the total amount
on the ratio.
On that ratio, yeah.
So if one person makes 70% of the income, they cover 70% of the costs.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah,
and then you have your own personal expenses on your side.
Yeah, so I pay more of the bills, but I've still got more.
You got more
money left over at the end.
Cash at the end, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Good job. Okay. Yeah. Now that we've had the financial conversation, let's talk about the in-game financial conversation, because you all are rich.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You are loaded, right?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. There's money.
How much?
Do we have like a bathtub?
Do we think we've got
inside or anything?
No, there's no bathtub. You got to go to bathhouses. I'm so sorry.
Shit, I was gonna say I wanted to like swim in the.
Wait, what are we actually going to do with all of this money? This is an insane amount of. This is like Tyrell McGarry level wealth.
I think you had that conversation. Maybe not quite that conversation, but you were
build our lair out.
Yeah, you were at Rusty's Hook. Everyone was together. Everyone was chatting. You're all coming home a little tipsy. And in the privacy of your own home, you can actually talk numbers and count out the coins and everything and have the chat about what you want to do. So what's it like when you come home from the bar, a little drunk? You just had an exciting day. You almost killed some people. You stole a bunch of money. People shit themselves to the point they couldn't do anything, right? They were literally incapacitated with the quaking of the bowels.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, I think I would want to go and sit amongst the gold, though.
Yeah. All right. You head downstairs. You go towards the lair.
We bring a beer down into the lair, and I want to go and sit in the room.
No, we don't just bring a beer. We bring a
a crate.
A crate.
And we want to just like sit amongst all of our treasure and, drink through a barrel of ale.
Yeah. Well, it's as you're going down into the lair that things start to go wrong.
Doesn't sound good. Sounds the opposite of good.
Yeah.
It's not. Wait, it's not Steel Team 7, is it? Those bastards.
The first thing you notice is that where's our lair map? Let's bring us to the lair map, everyone.
It's a good job. I took very good fucking notes about the traps in the lair, isn't it?
Okay, you're not actually in the back yet. And these are old tokens. The first thing you notice is that these doors have been opened.
Oh no. Was all the money down there?
It's all down here.
What in the fuck? Eraser! Someone's been down in the lair!
The whole team
I draw my
grows
sword.
quiet.
I get my knives out, my magic ones.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah. This door right here kind of shuts itself, but you can see that it didn't close all the way, And there's something wedged down into the bottom of it, so it won't close all the way. Someone has propped open this door.
Has the crossbow trap been triggered on the left-hand side?
Yeah, you investigate it, and yes, it's been triggered. The crossbow bolt is missing, but the trap has been triggered.
Is there any blood?
There's no blood.
There is no blood.
Has the axe on this door been triggered?
No, this was not triggered. It was bypassed. And the secret door is open. And as you look down, because you've got torches or you've got lanterns, you've got the classic Steel Team 6 lanterns, you look down the hallway, you can see one of the rugs is collapsed, the one with the trap.
Oh, okay. I look behind me. Do I see the rest of my brothers with me?
Absolutely. Yeah. Nick, okay, do this. Do the hand thing. Your camera. No. The blur. Yeah.
I thought you wanted crossbows.
So did I. Yeah. Wait, it's not fixing it, Neil. You have to give me a second.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So the first carpet has darts and a tripwire. Is that tripwire triggered?
Yeah, you can look to the ground in the light of your bullseye lantern or whatever it is, and see that yes, there are 4 darts laying on the ground.
Their blood?
Actually, there's 3 darts laying on the ground. No blood.
Okay.
I walk to the pit trap and look in.
As you approach the pit trap, there comes a voice. This is for Mickey, and a glass bottle.
Oh shit!
With fire coming out one end, throws up into the air and makes an attack roll against the wall behind you.
No, I catch it though, so I'm just letting you know.
I do believe you are probably surprised by this. Roll me a surprise check. 1d10.
On,
you want
Nick.
above a 3.
Hang on.
Oh, I don't think he was surprised in real life, though.
No.
I heard, oh shit! That sounds to me like someone wasn't expecting a Molotov cocktail to be thrown at you.
Listen, no. I'm surprised that it's for Mickey, but I am not having less than 24 hours since you told me that orc captain wasn't surprised when we fucking knocked on his door. You are having a draft.
I am asking you to make the same check that the orc captain made. The exact same check.
I obviously know that there's someone down here.
You don't know that someone's in the pit. Just roll it. Okay, I'll give you a bonus of 1. D10 plus 1.
That is the least you can do. This is insane levels of revisionism.
It's fine. It's fine. Just roll well, like you always do. Except that time that you killed William Marshall with a natural 1. Wow. The glass bottle breaks on the wall.
Wait, you can't try to catch it?
I catch it.
He wants to catch it.
There's no catching a thrown object.
Why isn't there?
There's not in the rules.
Let me make an attack roll.
The attack is not at you. The attack is at the wall behind you because the glass bottle's trying to break against something or to the side of you.
I could intercept it though, couldn't I?
He's not surprised.
I knew this was coming.
We're not intercepting.
It's not an arrow.
Giants can catch
bottle.
missiles. No one else. What are you gonna catch? Rocks that are thrown at you? Catch daggers that are thrown at you?
You can catch daggers.
Can't catch daggers.
There's literally a proficiency for that.
I'm just asking for a 1 in 5, a 1 in 20 now.
I'll need to find it. Give me a minute.
All right. You'll take a 1 in 20, but
I'll take
a 1 in 20 also means that you get the worst possible effect where it doesn't catch it and you get extra burned.
Juggling.
If I get a 1, then I somehow deflect it and it hits me directly, if that's what you want.
Roll me your d20. Okay. It hits the wall behind you. The bottle breaks. The potato, what do you call it? Gin doesn't really catch fire very well because alcohol doesn't, I mean, it can burn, but you need pretty high proof alcohol. And then even then it doesn't burn that well. So the bottle breaks and it catches a little bit of fire on some things. And maybe the carpets at your feet begin to smolder, but you can just stamp them out.
Stamp it out.
Okay, wait. Should we not roll initiative? No, he's got a surprise round, but can we roll initiative now?
Totally.
Can we get some tokens here? What do I see?
And I would also like to say, juggling.
Oh.
The character can catch small items thrown to harm him. Thus, the character can catch a dagger or a dart before it hits. If this attack roll fails, however, the character automatically suffers damage. Sticking your hand into the path of a dagger is likely to hurt.
Okay, so if you can make an attempt to catch, but if you fail the attempt, then the attack auto succeeds against you.
Yeah.
That's I like that rule. That's not terrible. It just depends on how good that proficiency roll is, and if you got to declare it ahead of time. This isn't juggling.
Let's see. Yeah, it's juggling proficiency.
Is this guy in front of me now, Neil?
No, he's in a pit.
She's in the pit.
Oh, he's in the pit.
Yeah, he's in the pit.
Oh, the guy threw it from the pit.
Yeah, that's why everything is so surprising.
Oh, okay. That is surprising.
Right? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That is surprising.
Yeah, juggling is just a dex check. It doesn't give you a plus or minus. It's a modifier of 1 or negative 1, I guess.
Juggling enables a character to attempt to desperate moves on a successful attack roll against AC 0, which is 20, not a proficiency check.
Sorry, yeah.
The character can catch small items thrown to harm him. What?
That's pretty cool.
So if you're a fighter with juggling and you've got like plus 10 to hit, you've got like a 50-50 chance of catching
an arrow.
But you have to be level 11 to have plus 10 to hit, because this is not including your weapon or your specialization or any of that stuff.
Yeah. To be fair, it didn't say an arrow either. It specifically calls out a small object.
That's interesting.
So dagger, dart.
So this guy is in the pit. What do I see beyond the guy?
The door over here appears to be shut still. And the rest of the carpets are intact, but who knows? Maybe more of his team got into the room and they're hanging out and they're waiting. But you said initiative roll, so initiative.
Yeah, but he's not calling out to anyone else.
Nope. Will you go first, Luth?
I'm rolling in to put out the fires.
Yeah.
I jump over him.
Yep.
And I go in here cautiously. I grab my sword in my right hand and I open the door slowly with my sword, ready to dodge somebody trying to slice me through
the room is clear.
Gap, or... Yeah, okay. Well, I check obviously the treasure.
Yeah. The treasure's intact.
Oh. I come out of the door.
Hey guys, he said it's for Mickey. He doesn't know about our heist on.
I say the name.
He's got yourself, fell for the trap, did you, at the end? We let you through the easy ones, but look at you, down there, pathetic. Not got any friends, Copperhead?
Rat Boy has many friends. Come down here, fight me, you little mouse.
Is he down there?
Wait, no, hang on. I'm gonna go and fight
him. Yeah, you see Pigeon starting to unlace his pants. Out comes the dick. The urine begins to tinkle down on him.
I jump on the guy now. I use him to break my fall.
Surprising.
Great. He has a sword.
Ah.
Yeah, he's armed. Are you sure you want to jump down on him?
No. If he's not, if he's got.
Yeah. There'd be an attack of opportunity at +4 with +4 to hit damage. You know, if you to jump on top of him, and then you'd probably hit him and hurt him, and he's very injured, clearly.
Yeah, no, fine.
Does he got a crossbow bolt sticking out of him?
No.
You can piss on him.
I piss on him.
What do you want to do with this guy, Eraser? He could probably answer some good questions for us. How do you know about our hideout?
Racer gets to the front of the area, looks down, stands next to Pigeon, squeezing into the space, looks down at this guy. Steel Team 6 doesn't really like to kill people, but this man, he's come in too far. He tried to steal everything we've got. He tried to set us on fire.
He's off dead already.
Let's leave him down there and let him starve.
Yeah, he'll just whine and complain. We're gonna have to get rid of the body eventually. I don't know. We let him out, he'll let everyone know where the traps are. Then again, if he's already here, there might be more coming eventually.
He said it's for Mickey. That's a guy we took out months ago.
Is this so? This
could be a lone actor.
So he's coming for you.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Which means he's coming for you.
Well, we are a brotherhood. If he comes for one, he comes for all.
That's the right. So
sounds to me like this is your beef, though. So Pigeon, Luther, what do you want to do with him? The boys will back you on whatever decision you want here, but as your contact, it's your decision.
I look at Pigeon.
I wanna get an ooze and put an ooze down there, so in the future it'll just eat them.
Well, that's a great idea, but in the short term.
Oh,
I kind of.
What if we keep him locked up down here?
Slowly starve to death? It's a pretty brutal way to kill someone, but...
Oh, we don't have to just starve him. We could, keep him.
Yeah, he might talk after a while.
Make him talk. Make him work for us. Not make him a member, obviously, but,
But
it's not a bad idea.
Team 6, not Steel Team 6.5.
6 and a hostage, though.
Well, someone's gonna have to bucket his shit out, or it's gonna start stinking down here.
We're bucking our own shit out anyways. I'll do it.
All right. You want a pet?
The kid wants to do it.
You got a pet.
Where are we gonna put his cage?
Let's keep him down there.
I guess.
Does it look like you can reasonably crawl out of this without?
No. It's like a 10-foot pit with spikes in the bottom of it. And the
walls
are pretty.
How is he like sitting? Like, could he sleep?
He's standing. You could sit down. You just have to position yourself like hostile architecture. You can sleep around it, but it's uncomfortable.
He's in the oubliette. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fella.
Hey, if you want to live, throw up your sword.
He throws his sword at you.
Does. Oh, good.
1d20 plus 1 minus 4 because short swords are not meant for throwing. It does not hit you, and it, clatters against the wall.
All right, your dagger next. Your dagger next. Come on.
Lean over so I can see better, he says.
I'll lean over a little bit. Yeah.
He crits you. Oh!
That's all right.
He frickin' crits you for 3 damage, 1d10 location, 1d6 severity.
That's okay.
It's mildly annoying, whatever it is.
I think this is a good campaign for the crit table because we don't do that much fighting.
Yeah. Location
All right, now
is
he can't kill himself.
leg. You fall down. You are knocked down to the ground as your left leg is hit.
Do I fall into the pit or no?
Roll me a d8 on a 3. You fall into the pit. Don't roll a 3.
It's fine.
Oh,
that's fine. I'm gonna fight him, I guess, in the pit.
Okay, you're gonna take. Now here's the problem. You're gonna take d6 falling damage, right?
Yeah.
Which is gonna be 3. Normally, you also take d4 attacks from spikes, but this dude is beneath you. So what you're gonna end up doing is probably crushing him into the spikes unless he can make a successful dex check and dodge out of the way, which he does. He gets slightly out of the way, and so you fall.
17 damage then.
I gotta look at my
it's
traps.
4 attacks. This is wild, by the way.
Yeah,
if this guy kills you, fair play. I think he should just be the new member of Steel Team 6 at that point because that's fucking legendary what he's just done. You've got to kill him now.
I think I'm going to take a lot of damage, but I think it'll resolve and you guys will be able to save me in the round.
So you're getting 3 attacks by these spikes. The spikes roll to hit you, and the roll is pretty good. And then you just take d4 plus 1 damage for each spike that hits you. All right. So 1d20 plus 10 for each spike to hit. 1 hit, 2 miss, 3 hit. So you'll take 1d4 plus 1 and 1d4 plus 1. Okay, so 6
damage.
And the dagger damage, the fall damage, which was 3.
I already added that.
Yeah.
Minus 6, so I'm at 14. Actually,
oh my god. It's fucking hilarious. Okay, the 2 of you are now in the pit. And,
initiative for attacks, I just immediately grab my daggers and
fight.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fight.
He's going. He's going to fight. You're now in the pit with him.
He doesn't have a dagger, though.
He probably does not know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here's my. I'm in the pit, rolling with the dog, and
I'm just gonna fucking die.
I get myself up and I stab him once. 20.
Oh, well, that'll do it. That's a critical hit.
What's that? 2d4 plus crit table.
Yep.
8 damage. Is he dead?
He's dead. Yeah.
No.
He had 2 hit points left. You just run your dagger straight into his throat, and he dies.
He bleeds out.
Hey, get me. He's dead.
I'll search him.
I go in here and grab a rope nail. I'm sure there's like a rope on this chest or something.
Yeah, between the 6 of you.
Yeah,
I
throw him a rope down. I think I can get him out. I think because I'm definitely heavier and stronger than Pigeon.
Yeah, get the guy out.
I can hold the rope.
All right, you guys can get him out, Pigeon out. You can get these other guys out. This dude who called himself Rat Boy out.
Rat Boy.
I search him. Anything?
He's got a crowbar. He's got some rope. He's got a couple torches, some lantern oil, some candles, some lock-picking tools, a few coins,
I take the
a block
tools.
of cheese.
Those are expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know how he did that.
You gotta watch your balance. That was crazy. God. You could have died down there.
100%.
All right. Well, It seems like this guy was working alone.
Well, he knew about Mickey.
That's what I read. It's probably just Mickey's friend.
Does he have copperhead armor on? Does he have copper anywhere?
He has around his neck this this copper ring that has like a crystal in the middle of it that's like suspended in the middle of it by some wires.
You know what this is?
I show it to the team.
I shrug.
Eraser nods. It's called an orbit. It's a sign of a copperhead who's, you know, I guess you might call him a made man. Someone who's on the inside. Someone who's worthy of attention, respect. Of, you know, it's a status symbol amongst the copperheads.
Could be worth hanging on to.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing a man who calls himself Rat Boy has earned one of these, though. Copperheads must be in dire shape if they're just handing orbits out like that.
Well, they ain't got no money anymore.
I heard they're shitting themselves in the street.
Yeah. Rat boy, and then you got shit boys.
All right.
Genius.
The party can head into the actual.
What do we do with the body?
We'll have to throw it out. I just say chuck it in the abandoned section of town or the ruins. Let the dogs rip them to pieces.
No.
Unless you want to give him a proper burial, we could take him over to the Temple Guardians. If you want to,
fuck that. He doesn't deserve that. Me and Pigeon, we'll take him to the abandoned zone later or tomorrow.
Let's just throw him in the moat.
I hop back across the carpet and get the barrels of ale that I left like in the corridor as I was coming down.
Yeah.
Does he have a crossbow bolt on him?
Back.
Yeah, it's in his backpack as a crossbow bolt.
Okay, I'm gonna go reset the trap eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The traps can all be reset. It'll take half an hour to reset these things. Not a problem. You can pull the carpet out from down there and retack it in and everything. It's still pretty good. It's a little torn, so you maybe have to shuffle the carpets around and like put a fresh carpet on the trap and put the damaged carpet at the far back. But once everyone's gathered,
if it's at the far back, people's eyes will be on that carpet as like, oh, what's going on with that, and not the fresh one. Smart.
For the perfect plan.
Yeah, once everyone's gathered together, Eraser's going to look around and be like, well, boys, it was a good night, but already it's time to work. It's clear that our lair has been found, that people are coming after us. And this Copperhead, he said for Mickey, right? He didn't say for What's-Her-Face, so...
Well, no, they're going to be coming after us for that, too.
Yeah, from Francine's, so they'll be coming. We got to make a decision. We either got to reinforce this dungeon of ours, build it out, make it bigger, add a bunch of traps, or we got to find a new lair. Now, if we expand this place, we have all this money, and I would rather be a living man with a great lair and no money than a dead man with a shitty lair and lots of money. After all, money is just unspent power, right? Unexpended power. So it doesn't do anything if it's just sitting here in a box. On the other hand, if we build out our lair, that's not a subtle thing, right? There's going to be workmen moving, hauling earth and materials all over the place. It's done. It's done all the time.
It'll take time as well.
It'll take time, but if we contact the right people, our pitmen friends who, I mean, if they're pitmen, if they really live and work down in the pits, they're probably the best diggers out there. They're probably the best lair makers in the whole damn city. So if we can get them to work, you know, maybe they can give us some cover while they build. They wouldn't want any of their people being attacked. Maybe we get them to take shifts working around the clock. It's dark down here anyway. Can't attack us if there's a whole bunch of workers in the area.
Well, people are going to be able to find us no matter what, even if we move. You know, it's not that hard.
Right.
So I say that we build this bitch out. This lair's bitchin'.
I like your style.
I'm saying, you know, maybe we could move into a ready-made lair, you know, next week if we just find a new place.
Yeah, but the lairs that we're going to be able to find easily are occupied. It's going to be a fight or something. And the lairs
their lair
that are open and abandoned and ready to move into, those are harder to find. I don't have any leads. Do you have a lead?
Well, yeah, there is one place, an old catacombs. Below us, a house in the abandoned zone.
Is that Harrowway that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, that's right. It's huge down there.
Lot of space.
A lot of
space.
There's also
But isn't that right next to Copperhead territory?
close by.
Yeah,
I like
that's true.
this place because it's so far from everyone else.
Near the pitmen, too, who we're cool with.
On the other hand, you know, home in the ruins with probably easier to capture monsters, bring them in. Someone mentioned something about undead in Harroway once upon a time. You find them and you don't kill them, you just put them into places, you know. You capture a skeleton, shove it into a room, throw some weapons in there, let it arm itself.
You know what? In a way, maybe we could still do that, though. We could build like a little mobile coffin.
Oh, and bring them over here.
And bring them over here, yeah.
That's fucking genius.
I don't think
That's such a good idea.
That's a good idea. I don't think living in Harroway is a good idea, though, Luther, because do you remember that eyeball monster that just ate the guy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That who knows what's going on in the bowels of that place? There could be all sorts of like weird shit.
Sierra pipes in. What eyeball monster?
I explained like what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was it had small and large, different colors, different sized eyes all over it, and its skin shimmered with a color that I've not seen before.
No, thank you.
But yeah, that's a great idea, though, Luther. We get a coffin, we go, and we put him in, and we could even play it off as a prank, like our friends in the... Oh, it's just our friend in there.
This makes a great quest, and we should definitely do that. So that's so funny. Yeah, I know. I sometimes even men like me have genius ideas, I guess.
We put a skeleton down in the pit, so if anybody does fall in there, the skeleton's going to take care of them, too.
Yeah, he might end up bashing himself on the spikes.
I shrug.
Well,
But yeah.
it sounds like we're all in agreement that we just want to stay here and build this place out.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone nods. Everyone is in agreement that this is a great plan.
Does anyone have a... Hey, pretty boy.
I say in a nice way. We jest like that. I'm not.
Of course,
actually making it
yeah.
mean. Yeah.
You got a healing proficiency? You know how to... you a learned man?
You say to
Anybody got
Sierra,
Yeah. Or Percival probably.
Percival, no healing proficiencies in the party. You're going to have to heal slowly, 1 HP a day, or you're going to hire a doctor and get 2 a day, or doctor and bed rest for 3 a day, or you can go and spend 10 GP per point healed with the clerics in the center of the town.
Those guys are scammers, man.
To be fair, though, we could afford to full heal, no problem.
Yeah. We're gonna have people coming in anyways. How much is the doctor again?
2 gold a day, I think you just said.
No, it's 2 HP a day for the doctor. The price is services. Physician is a gold a day to double your HP healing.
Yeah, I would just do bed rest, I think, as well to get 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked the group if that's okay, if I can,
Of course, we'll hire a doctor for you, no problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll be up and ready to help out in a few days.
That's 12 HP that you need to gain. Divided by 3 is 4 days. That's going to be 4 gold. Just shell out 4 gold. Yeah.
So,
okay, party. I was
Eraser, yeah, like... I was going to say, who does the designing? You? I mean, you already designed this, I say, motioning around. And this place is deadly.
Genius.
What's the process?
We're gonna step out of game for a moment. It's
Here's where
less
Peach
fun.
comes in.
It's less fun if the DM just designs your lair for you. I think it's way more fun if you guys design your lair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
To an
why
extent,
don't we
yeah.
have you all design your own lair? We'll just let the 2 of you do it. I've got a little table up over here, and some prices.
Oh,
Eraser
sick.
will go to the pitmen and see if they will, for a price, help you build out your lair, and they will.
Since we're spending all this time and it's like a quick time skip, sorry to cut you off. Are we able to also get a few weapons identified if we want to pay that price?
Yes, we're gonna.
Perfect.
This will be an interesting asset thing here. So, 4 squares on this map. Am I reading this right? Hold on, let me read this right. Yeah. in order to simplify things, 4 squares on this map are going to cost you 25 gold to expand. And they'll be 10 feet tall. So if you do a 2 by 2 by 10 feet tall section, that's 25 gold. You have, I think, thousands of gold.
We can build a fucking mansion down here at that cost.
You have over 10,000 gold, right?
Yeah.
So you've got plenty of money. There's also going to be traps that you're going to want. Those will cost money. Between your crew, you've got the capacity to make some traps in-house. And you can obviously make more complicated ones. So I would say save some money for traps. You can always add extra traps later on. It's much easier to add a trap than it is to expand your lair. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. As for the magic items, well, let's get to that conversation.
All right.
We're gonna head back to Rusty's Hook in order to have a chat
such an idea right now,
with
Nick.
the pitmen
I'll tell you in a bit.
about this stuff.
Okay. So we're going there to sort of like contract them.
Mm-hmm.
Are we having a chat at Rusty's Hook, or are we asking to have a chat with the bartender somewhere else?
You're going to Rusty's Hook to ask them who to talk to about, lair building services and get a closer introduction and move on your relationship with the pitmen.
Cool.
Nice.
While he looks through his book.
This should probably be the next chapter of this campaign for anyone who is making a wiki with notes on this campaign. This is chapter 2. Actually, this is probably chapter 3. I think I forgot to make the chapter 2 break somewhere.
Chapter 2 or 3, the Brotherhood.
I feel like this is chapter 2.
Yeah, I agree. Hardly Heroes, the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood.
Yeah. Nick, I think that while he looks through his books, my idea is we put like 4 doors here. Right? And we just put skeletons in them. So if they open the door, the skeleton's going to come out and just attack them. And they won't know exactly which door it is because it's like, well, there's 4 doors. Which one do we want to go through? And we make them all skeletons. And then we have like another entrance through to like go deeper in. And then we'll have like a faux lair like this with actual treasure, but it won't be our real treasure hoard. We'll go further in.
Yeah, okay, nice. But we also, do we need some like
we'll get some other traps, for sure.
But no, but like, do we need more space to do stuff?
Like
do we need
rooms?
Do we need a dungeon?
Yeah.
Do we need rooms? Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm gonna move you to a different map for just a moment. This is where this map is gonna come into play here. Because if you look at this map, you can see that your current lair is in the tunnels section, which only goes 25 feet deep. So that means you can have this floor and 1 floor below you. And this is all earth. It's easier to work in, but then this earthen area needs to be lined with stone or wood so that it doesn't collapse on you. If you want like a proper, more complicated lair, you got to dig past the water level and down into the dungeons, which totally can be done. This is soft stone down here. It's still harder to work in than earth, but you don't then need to like line it with stone and wood. So you don't need supplies coming in. You just need to be hauling stuff out only. Yeah. And then that gives you 40 feet of depth. So you can have 70, 60, 60 to 50, 54. Yeah, you can have 4 layers of dungeon.
What is the state of the water level? Like, is it infested with monsters, the water?
No, the water just runs through earth. It's not like a layer of water. It's just the earth at this layer is at the water table level. So you start digging through the earth and then water just seeps in from the sides like you would with a well.
Yeah, so could you make like a
pool?
Could you make like a little pool? Yeah.
Yes.
Could we make, in theory, a trap to like, if our dungeon, like let's say like 20 people get through, right? And we're not in there and we know that they're down there. Could we, in theory, make a trap to drown them all?
You could make a water trap if you have a thing that will store water for, you'd have to create some sort of water storage that then gets uncorked and floods the area. The problem is that it would be really, really hard to recork that.
Yeah. 100%.
And then to pump the water out. So you could get a one-time trap, essentially. Yeah. But it would ruin that section of the dungeon forever. Which that might be valuable for you.
Cool. Okay. Just something to think about.
Yeah.
I think we should at least have some 2-story sections.
I think we should go down to the dungeons area
Really?
and make like a, because we get a ton of money, right?
Yeah. Well, what's the point of going down there?
More space? I think he's, never mind. I guess he's saying in the tunnels you can do 2 stories, right?
Yeah,
You can do 2
feels
stories. However, the
grand.
tunnels are pretty, like, if you figure out where someone's tunnel is, you can just like find
Tunnel
the
in.
surface and you can just dig down 10 feet and just go through their ceiling. Right.
And they do know where we are now.
Right. So the tunnels, they're easy to work in. They're cheaper to work in because you don't have to dig as far down. But they're a little bit more exposed. Also, the tunnels, you might not be able to expand out as far. You might be tunneling, and then run into someone's basement, for
Else's
example.
fucking tunnel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we go down to the dungeons.
Is that still going to be 25 gold for 4 squares in the dungeons, though? No,
Yes.
it's going to be a lot more expensive. Oh, it is? Okay.
It'll still be the same because you don't need to bring in finished materials and different types of craftsmen. You just pick things out. But then you have to pay for, you know, the cost of digging down that 40 feet or
excavation.
something, which is
there-
a flat amount depending on like the size of the entrance.
Is there a chance, and this would be, I think, a fun die roll, okay? Is if we're going for our dungeon, is there a chance we hit any minerals?
He's Minecraft coded.
Yeah, is there any chance that we hit some shit?
It's a
interesting.
non-zero, but very close to zero.
All right,
if
well,
you want to get
earlier-
the interesting stuff, you would have to go down into the pits.
Cool.
That's where the
Ooh.
resource extraction might be.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to conceptualize what I want this to look like, Moot, so I'm going to look to you to be the creative brain here.
Okay. I think then my idea would be we make this room right here look like our final, like it looks like the same. You know, we added a few doors.
Yeah.
Nobody's been back here, so nobody knows. We make this look like our treasure hoard, and we leave real treasure here so that if we ever do get robbed in the future, people aren't going to go looking.
Yeah.
They might open these doors and be like, oh, there's fucking skeletons. They're just trying to kill us to protect their shit. And we have like under the table, like
Yeah.
a secret entrance that let's get a fucking stone table made. You know, let's get like an expensive one that you have to like slide and then we can go down under into our actual stuff. And we need more traps because, you know, people are coming for us.
Yeah. Okay. And can we have a pool?
Yeah, I think a pool's fine. And then when we get down there, I say we have, I like the idea of, do we feel like we have a leader in this party? I would.
Yeah, it's a
Eraser, yeah.
racer.
It is a racer, but I think that what we should do is we should all, we're still team 6. We share everything. We should have one room with like all of us in it cohabitating in that room. And then we can have other rooms. So like we all sleep in the bunks. You know, Eraser, since he's the leader, he can pick his bunk bed. But
Yeah.
we're all there. We're one team. And then we have our other rooms. We'll have like our kitchen so we can eat down here. We'll have we can have a pool down here. We'll have a dungeon where we can actually lock people up in.
Yeah.
And then along the path to get to our final area, tons of traps. Let's have a vault behind, like, we can go steal like a really, really, really nice lock. And then we can have a vault in there.
Yeah. I really like what you're doing here, where you're talking about components you want rather than just mapping things out and
Yeah.
saying, oh, we want a pool, we want a vault, we want like did you say it wasn't a hallway, but like a trapped area?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want like kind of like going down the stairs to our place. We want there to be like traps, and then in the area we want there to be traps as well. Because I think the actual layout doesn't really matter as much as what the components are.
Okay, perfect. So we want a pool, we want a vault, we want traps along the hallways.
Yeah.
We also wanted, you said, a barracks where the 6 of you sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, sleeping room. What else do we want?
It'd
Could
be
you
nice
make
if
it-
there was sorry, one more, Nick. Like wardrobes, but like they can like turn, and there can be like a room behind it.
Hidden rooms behind wardrobes.
Like an escape room sort of thing.
Like either an escape room or like, let's say people are attacking us and like coming down here and they don't think we're home. We
Yeah.
can get in that area and then be ready to come out.
Do we need a second exit?
I think a second exit complicates it, because what if someone finds your second exit?
Yeah. But you don't want to get like smoked out, or
It's true. I think we should have a second exit. Yeah.
has to be like super secretly hidden.
And now you guys found SEAL Team 6's house and everything just by following them around, right? So you're never going to find a second exit if no one ever goes in or out it unless you're just happen to be excavating that region.
But if we have a second exit, someone has to make that exit. Yeah. And then people are going to know.
Well,
no. Not if it's like quite a while away.
Well, I'm not saying like people are going to know, right? But like our builders who are going to come and work on this are going to, the bare minimum, know about it. Now, what we could do is we could just say like, oh, for ventilation, can you build a little bit over here into the tunnel area? And then we'll just leave it. And then we can come back and actually make our second exit in the tunnel area.
Yeah, that's true. I had an idea. Could you make a trap, Neil, where when you're going downstairs, one of the stairs like depresses in and then like two little blades come out from the side and like stab your ankles?
Yes.
Ooh, so if you hit the stair and you push down, it's like a pressure plate, and then things come out.
And we would just know to avoid that stair. But anyone coming down might get like their. Not only would they get their legs cut, but then they might like fall down the stairs as well. You know.
Yeah, like a blade could come out from behind or from the side by the action of the pressure plate, and so when you step off, it retracts itself.
Yeah.
Sick. In our meeting, I also want to talk about getting like. Let's get some like bigger poisons for like real poison darts. These are going to be like more expensive poisons, I guess, but
could you make like, is there any sort of like gas that you could collect to make like a gas trap? Like, let's say we have our secret room where we could hide it. Wouldn't it be sick if we had like gas things everywhere so that we could press a button in the secret room and it like floods the lair with?
I think it would be sick, but I think that there's just like no way for us to put gas in a spot right now without like a magic kind of thing.
Yeah, we need to.
This is a good spitball plan. You know, we'll see what sort of services you can provide.
Actually,
yeah. But go ahead and you know, spitball all the ideas. I'm writing them down.
Oh, you're writing them down. Good.
I would really like an ooze, and I don't know.
Ooze would be sick.
I don't know how you get oozes. I don't know if there's one ooze out there, and then you cut a piece off, and if that piece will become an ooze. But if there is, we could buy someone's like piece of an ooze, kind of like you buy like people's sourdough starter, and then you have to obviously like feed it and like make it bigger. I think it'd be nice if we could. If that's how it works.
Is that how it works?
A baby.
It might be how it works. That sounds like it would work.
I have no idea. What else do we need?
Oil traps, maybe. Like some sort of fire trap. Since if we're building out of stone. That's it.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
I mean, it's like traps and like, let's talk rooms. Like, what do we need rooms for? Like a dungeon, a vault,
bunk room,
a pool,
like a
kitchen,
pool to hang out in, and like a kitchen,
a bunk room. Yeah, like an armory, maybe.
An armory would be cool. Everybody, everybody has the armory where you have all your things on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, we need a room. We need a bathroom, which we would have a piece of ooze hopefully for. We would also need like we need the planning room. You know, the one with like the big table and like the bulletin boards. And
a map of the city, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe not even just a map of the city. Maybe even like a map of other people's lairs. Like it'll be like 3 maps. There's a map of like the city. There's a map of like the tunnels.
It's just a big badass stone table, and then we'll have like really big maps of different things.
You're gonna need a tavern too. You're gonna need like a proper like a playroom, party room, rumpus room.
I was thinking that would be like the living room kind of. Like that can combine with like the kitchen. That can be like one whole.
Got it.
Nice. Let's do. It'll be like the kitchen slash tavern slash like pool. Like there will be like
open
a pool,
plan
like
living.
kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
Like a nice open plan.
But will the water be stagnant, Neil, or is there a way to make it?
If you have a pool, it's gonna be slightly problematic. There's no light down here, so you're not gonna get like mold or algae growing in there because there's no sunlight. But the water will be stagnant and like it'll just get dirty over time. So every now and then you'll need to bring a cleric down or someone to cast purify food and drink or something like that. Purify water.
Okay, no pool then, right?
No pool. It's cooler.
We need light stones. I think those are probably buyable. I'm gonna assume a big fee, but it's just needed to have light stones down there because we're not gonna pay the money to burn torches, and that's gonna cause smoke and.
Great.
Yeah, I think let's have like 2 false walls, one in the bedroom, one, and I want the bedroom false wall to connect to the vault.
So it's like a back entrance into the vault, though.
Yeah.
One thought here, right? The water table is above us, correct? And
Yes.
there's earth below us, yeah, right? Can I not
stone.
make...
Yeah.
Okay, but water could run through stone, right?
The dungeon lair that we're talking about working in is soft stone, and it will drip down from the ceilings and sort of pool and then slowly drip down to the next layers. Yeah.
I'm imagining, right, you've got a cylinder under the pool with like a cap on it, and then you've got a cylinder above the pool going up to the water level with a cap on it. And you can like remove the caps to like bring water in or to like drain it out from underneath.
Just kind of like a pull this thing, water runs down, close it again to stop the water from running down.
Yeah, and then there's like another one that you can like open to like let the water drain out.
It'd be nice to have drinkable water as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
My idea for the vault, Nick, the actual door to the vault is gonna have a broken lock, and it'll be like wrought iron, so you can't like just walk in, or just stone, I guess it doesn't matter. But like the actual door should like the lock's broken. It doesn't work. So how we're gonna go is we're gonna go through the false wall to the back to actually open it. So if anybody actually does ever get down here, they shouldn't know about the false wall because that would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And the only actual way to get in there is to go through the back entrance, because if there's a broken lock, you can't lockpick it. It's impossible.
Yeah, but they're gonna know that there's another way in if the lock's broken.
But they're not gonna know it's a broken lock.
They're also not going to know the vault's beyond that door.
Correct. So you're not gonna you don't know that a lock is broken by lockpicking. I don't think.
Yeah, eventually, if you're a good lockpick and you can't open something, you're gonna be like, this is just broken.
Wait, so you're telling me a broken lock is better than the most expensive lock in the world?
No, because a broken lock you can't ever open. You might as well just
Correct.
seal up the wall at that point.
Yeah, but the hidden thing behind this is that this isn't even where you're supposed to go in.
Okay.
But it looks like it. Yeah.
All right, so I see a pool or a fountain for drinkable water, a vault, a sleeping room, a dungeon for prisoners, a kitchen and tavern, an armory, a bathroom, a planning room, and we want some sort of false walls or hidden rooms behind wardrobes. And we want the bedroom to connect to the vault, and then a bunch of fun stuff inside. So why don't we? Do we got it in us to lay out a rough concept?
All right.
I think we do.
I'm gonna just put in chat what components you've told me.
In this area, whenever you're ready, let me know.
Oh yeah, go for it. Well,
there's also going to be 3 doors. Oh yeah, I guess I can do that.
Just draw.
You need to draw the skeleton closets.
Yeah. We'll do like 3 doors, and these will just have like skeletons ready to go. Maybe they're tied up, and then when the door is actually opened, it like, I don't know, something breaks the ties so they can walk around again and come after you.
So they don't try and like bash down the door.
Yeah, so they're not just like constantly like up there making hubbubaloo.
What if we have like a fake trapdoor that when you open it, it just like turns into a chute and you fall down into a pit where there's a bunch of skeletons?
It's a good idea, yeah.
So like they find the trapdoor. Oh, finally we've got in. Like they open it, and then somehow like as the door opens, it triggers like some sort of Looney Tunes slide effect. I'm not sure exactly how it would work, but
you open the door and the ground that's underneath you just slants, and you go
yeah, and then you fall, and there's like a pit of skeletons down there.
Love it.
I have one more idea. I want there downstairs somewhere to be like a. I want there to just be like an under construction area where there's just literally a sign that says like under construction, like be careful, like the fucking top might come down, and this is actually going to be the false wall at the end, and that's where it's going to lead to our fall. Because they're just going to be like, oh yeah, this area is obviously under construction, like they're still working down here. Who would go there?
Love it. Love all these ideas.
And then hopefully Eraser can come up with some extra stuff for like, you know, if there's traps that need to be downstairs or something. Like, we'll give the layout, but if he's got an idea or two, or the whole group's got an idea or two for like an extra thing, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Excellent. So I'm going to let you map this out for a moment. In fact, why don't we take a break? Why don't, during our break, you can map out the dungeon a little bit. I'm going to go get a snacky snack. We'll come back out and see how far the layout has gone since then. And we'll just catch you on the other side of a break. Hello, everybody, and we're back with Hardly Heroes. Here's our plan. Give it to me.
Okay, so we're starting over here where it says level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure where the entrance will be, but these 4 blocks are meant to represent stairs here, like coming down.
Coming down.
However, far enough to get to the dungeon level.
The entrance is under like a stone table that you have to like.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so under a stone table. Yeah, so you come down. While you're on the stairs, there's a few of these pressure-plated stair traps that will come out and like slice your ankles up as you're walking down if you step on the wrong stair.
Excellent. We'll talk specifics on traps a little bit later.
100%.
But like, I want you to tell me the general idea, and then we'll lay it out the numbers in the future.
Then you get down to this corridor here, and there's some kind of that's the wrong thing. Some like false. You've got them in dungeons sometimes where it's like a dead end corridor with just a crossbow trap.
Right. So you open a door and a crossbow trap just shoots you in the chest or something.
Yeah, and it's just a dead end. Yeah. So then this is the main entrance, and then this big room here with the F in the middle. This is like a 20-foot high room.
This is like the open floor plan room
with a fountain in the middle.
Yep.
And then where I've got this R here, what that is like ropes leading up to a matinee level. So this is like a kind of like 10 feet up in the air, kind of like a balcony in the middle of this room that we could cut the ropes so people wouldn't be able to follow us up if we were up there.
And that's up here. Is you climb via rope? That's the R over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you said the height. I just want to make some notes. Height in this room is 20 feet tall.
Yeah, maybe it's 20, maybe 25.
25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's regular height over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No. This whole thing's 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this down here was also a crossbow trap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a door.
Yeah, a door with a lock coming on here, and then these both have doors with locks.
Okay, so this is just a regular door right here with a lock.
No, we'll come back to this.
Okay,
we'll come back to
I'm
this,
sorry.
Actually,
These are locked doors, did you say? Or
They can be
unlocked
locked.
doors?
They don't need to be locked.
They don't need to be locked. Let's have locks on them, like fake ones, but yeah. No, actually, they're just doors. They're just doors.
Cool. Regular doors.
So you climb up the ropes. You climb 15 feet up to the ropes to get to this 10-foot matinee level here. There's our bedroom. From the bedroom, there's a secret crawl space that leads to one of the skeleton doors on the top floor.
But on the top floor, in the skeleton doors, these 2 skeleton doors are going to be like skeletons ready to go and fight. In this room, the skeleton's going to it's going to look like the trap failed, right? And it's going to still be like locked up, but with like a sword in its hand. So the goal is, people open the door, they're like, oh, skeleton, close the door, and they leave it the fuck alone. But
so the skeletons are supposed to be restrained in such a way that they don't become free until after the door is opened.
Exactly.
Okay.
But this room is going to look like that failed, and the skeleton's still going to be restrained.
Okay.
But the whole point of this is that people open door, skeleton, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it, close door. But what it's really for is if we need to get out of here somehow, we can go through the crawl space into that room, killing the skeleton, we have to, and then we can leave like that.
Got it. So you really only have one entrance to the dungeon, but you've got like 2 exits to this level.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And then this corridor here on the matinee leads to the vault, where there's a V. And so this corridor would be trapped.
This will be like a false wall too.
Okay.
This is a false wall where you're pointing.
Is that fine, Nick?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think it matters. Yeah. Yeah. We'll just leave this as like a false wall.
I'm just gonna put an S for a secret door.
Well, S is for skeleton as well.
Well,
that's true.
I'll put it in the DM color so I'll know.
We also want a crank with a metal chain in the bedroom that's connected to a big stone slab that could basically cut off the main chamber.
So if people are in here, and we're sleeping upstairs, and we hear people coming, we're gonna know when they get in this room, we can cut this rope and let the crank go, and the stone slab is gonna fall down. In theory, trapping them where they have no way to get up to us.
Okay, so you want like this entryway is potentially trapped with the big stone slab.
Correct.
that we control on the upper level with a crank.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay,
and the
that's
upper
how far
level,
we've
like the
got so
control
far.
mechanism is up here on this, right?
Yeah,
in the bedroom.
It's in the bedroom.
In the bedroom. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just do a quick little doodle here. And I'm going to say stone slab can fall and close off door.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, and then what else do we need? Do we want the armory on the top level as well?
I think the bottom level, it's going to be like the bottom level will be like a foyer where you can kind of like chill and stuff, but it's also going to be, you know.
Is that what the F stands for, is foyer?
No, fountain.
Fountain.
Oh, fountain.
It'll be like a fountain foyer area. But we'll be able to chill down here and hang out, but all of our like real shit is going to be on the second floor.
Well, what if we extend the matinee along this wall as well? So like we could extend the matinee like down here.
Oh yeah, let's make it just go the whole way. Why not? Like make it around.
Like all the way around like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me redraw it slightly then.
And is this fountain area also like your kitchen and your tavern? Like this is your big chill space?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Exactly, Nick. That's exactly what I was thinking. So when the people are down there, you know, arrows, pot shots.
So actually, I think it makes more sense for the rope maybe
Over
to
here, you think?
be... Yeah. Okay, and then, so what else do we need? We've got our vault, we've got our sleeping room, we've got our second exit, we need our dungeon. I
Right.
think our dungeon could be on the bottom level, can't it?
Yeah.
We don't want the
why
prisoners
not?
necessarily escaping onto the top level, do we?
No.
I'm going to use a darker color, Neil, to denote things that are under on the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've got a door under the matinee here that leads to, you know, a corridor that has cells built into it.
Nice.
You know what I think there should be, Nick?
What?
I think there should maybe be like a staircase instead or in tandem with the rope. Because imagine like people are coming for us, right? And they're coming down here. Are we all really going to have time to scramble up that rope? That singular
But
rope?
if we build a staircase, then
Well, I was thinking we could do like the same thing as we do for the door of we run up the stairs and then at the top there's a winch that can shut the staircase off with a stone slab.
I just think that's over. I mean, we're all
Think it's too
thieves. We're all good climbers. We can easily
Yeah.
climb a rope. No problem, I think. Yeah, I mean, we can have more than one rope.
Yeah. How about for this for like a backup plan? On one of these walls, the stones aren't exactly 100% set. So if you know and you're looking for a way out, you can like push them in a little bit to get like some handholds to maybe climb the wall if you can, as just like a secondary measure. Does that make sense?
I mean, it does, but I just feel like we're making a rod for our own back. We're just defeating the purpose of the rope.
Yeah, but if like we can still hold that no matter what, right? If people are trying to climb up, it'd be free arrow shots and they would just 100% die.
This matinee doesn't have
It's a word,
a
yeah.
railing, right? Or it does have a railing?
No, it's not.
No railing.
No
No
railing.
railing.
Okay, but it's
No
10
railing.
feet wide, so that way it's unlikely that you're going to fall the 15 feet. You'd have to be pretty drunk to tumble those 15 feet. Gotcha.
100%.
So we need should our bathroom be on the top level or the bottom level?
Well,
Probably the bottom level,
this
right?
is your kitchen area. You don't want to have to
Yeah.
climb a rope to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I think we have our bathroom like maybe over here, and it's just a room with like an ooze hole.
And this matinee, as you call it, is an overhang, right? So you could walk underneath it if you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. These doors are underneath the matinee.
Great. And then this is a bathroom. Are we doing a one toilet bathroom or are we doing a 3 toilet bathroom? How many of you need to poop at once?
Just one is fine. We don't need to get multiple oozes. That's ridiculous.
No, but you could have, multiple side-by-side toilets that all drop down into the same pit underneath.
6 toilets. We shit together.
Do you have dividers between? Or do you do a Roman
No, I
style?
No,
Roman style.
it's
Yeah,
like
one big trough.
It's 3 seats on either side, and you look at each other.
Exactly. All right, Nick, here's my compromise then. We keep the rope, right? In the
Yeah.
foyer area. How
Yeah.
about over here? We move the little crossbow room a little bit further back and we just do like it's gonna be annoying and it's gonna suck for everyone, but it's gonna be the way it is. There's a crank on each side that you crank up a smaller stone slab and it makes noise, right? And the goal is that it takes like 2 minutes to crank to its full like top, so that we have like a 2-minute warning, like people are coming, they're opening the stone slab for some fucking reason. And then we always close the stone slab behind us. So it's like you can open it from either side and it's just a crank. It's not like a trap thing. But in order to get into this area, you have to like crank it for like 2 minutes.
Every time you want to go into your house, you got to do 2 minutes of cranking open a door.
Every time you want to come down to here, you have to do 2 minutes of cranking. It's gonna suck, and it's gonna be annoying.
What if we're trying to escape from something, or
if like we're coming down here to escape?
Yeah. I just like I don't know. As long as we can drop the stone slab behind us, then we're good, aren't we?
That's true. If people are coming after us, we could just go up and have someone drop it behind us and get out that way. I'm just really worried about the case of like people are coming after us quickly, or if we're all like down there chilling and people are coming and we have one rope to climb to get out. And there's like people down there.
Yeah, well, we have 3 ropes.
That's fine. Now, if we do 3 ropes, we all go grab one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm cool with 3 ropes, but you gotta be able to cut them.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to cut 3 ropes, but
3 ropes.
Probably saving ourselves 1,000 gold by just using the ropes versus
100%. So we'll do 3 ropes here.
Yeah.
So that means 3 people can climb up at a time. That's fine.
We need our planning room, which absolutely is on the top level.
Absolutely.
So
what do you think? That's off the bedroom?
I think it's down on this bottom part.
Oh, over here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we have our planning room like this. Maybe one less. This is our planning room with our map table in the middle.
How about just for
yeah, go
on. How about 3 ropes there as well?
Yeah.
So that if we all need to, 6 people can get up at a time, and then you can just immediately cut your own rope.
Cut your own rope. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
There. Now there's no issues.
And then we also finally need my skeleton pit trap, which I'm gonna put here. It's like a trapdoor, Neil, down to an even deeper level where we're gonna have skeletons. And it's like I was saying, you open the trapdoor, and it slides you down into the skeleton pit.
Where is this?
Here?
Here, yeah, that's the trapdoor. And then the skeleton pit, I'm going to do in an even darker color. In that case, is like basically like here underneath it. This is the skeleton pit.
Okay, and so am I understanding that this is like a there's actually a door in the wall, and when you turn the knob, the floor drops out from underneath you?
It's a trap door.
Right.
So it's got a good lock on it. It's a trap door. It looks like it's the way to the vault. You spend ages picking the lock. You open the trap door, the floor tilts, and you slide down into the skeleton pit.
Okay, so we're gonna have like a fake door here as well, and then
maybe it's better to move the...
Maybe, how about this, Nick? How about it's just like a regular door, and if you open it, the floor under you kind of goes sheer, and you slide down into like a skeleton pit.
Yeah, that works too, if you want to do that, yeah.
I think that's just like a little easier. Because nobody's going to open the door. Or that's a really funny parlor trick. If we bring someone and we really don't like him, and you're like, oh, you want to see our vault? Like, come here. All right, here. You can open the door. They open it, whoosh, into the skeleton pit.
Great. All right, and I think that's kind of everything we need right now.
This is pretty good.
I think the dungeon should be on the 2nd level. Is that where we have it right now?
No, it's on the top level. No,
yeah, that's what I meant. No, I think it should be on the top because... Let's say for some fucking reason, right, there's 6 people coming in and we have people in our dungeon that they're trying to get out. Well, now there's 4 other people who are out. So now we have 10 people and they're going to like fucking climb on top of each other. I'd say like put them on the top level, no?
But then it's like if they break out.
That's true. Yeah, put them on the bottom level. You're right.
Oh, yeah,
all right, a couple of things Eraser's going to point out about this. First is that to get to the vault, to haul all your gold and jewels and booty to, you got to climb these fucking ropes.
Yep.
So it's just kind of a bitch to haul your treasure into the vault by rope. Like you might need some pulley systems or something to help like hoist things up, but it's gonna just be awkward moving loot up and down.
How about we get like a pulley system then at the top with like a crank that you can put like a
great, yeah, and then you can just crank it all the way to the ceiling, and then you can drop it back down. All right, so we're gonna just install a little pulley system over here.
Okay, we'll have to cut the rope on that as well then to make sure they don't. I know,
Well,
the
it's
crank
going
would be
to
at
crank
the
at
top.
the top. Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll put that here because then it looks like you're cranking your shit right in here into the vault, which is a skeleton trap.
That's the toilet.
Or wherever the skeleton trap is, yeah.
Yeah, we can put it down here then.
Yeah, right here. So, yeah.
The next thing, same question about the ropes. What happens when you've all had a big night and you're all kind of shit-faced and you can't climb the ropes to get back to bed?
Listen, if you can't climb a rope when you're drunk, then you don't deserve to be a thief.
If you can't climb a rope when you're drunk, you're sleeping in the fountain.
That's
Done.
It, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Love it.
So this is also incentive for everybody not to get too out of hand because you might have to sleep in the fucking fountain that night.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So all we need to do now is build it all, find some skeletons.
Yeah. Couple of fun questions here. This is like a kitchen area and a tavern and like a hanging space. Where do you want your actual like bar to be? Like there's a fountain in here, but this isn't a fountain the whole room, right? Like there's a fountain on one side. There's
I think it goes underneath the bed area.
So like the bartender hangs out underneath them.
Underneath
That matinee, yeah.
Got it. And then we'll just put some tables and other stuff around here.
Yeah.
Great. So for traps, I'm seeing stair pressure plates with blades that come out and stab you, and we'll figure out an appropriate number for the stairs so that you can actually use them without hurting yourself.
We'll also just do like for the pressure plates, dart traps too with actual poison.
Which pressure plates? These ones?
So for some of those, yeah. For like let's say like one of them, instead of it being like a thing that comes out and stabs you, it's a poison dart that like shoots out into you
From the wall in front of you.
From the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just so keep them guessing, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so stair traps, pressure stab, poison dart. Was there another one that I missed?
No, that's it.
Perfect. Great. Then we've got a hallway with 3 doors on it. One to the left, one to the right, and one at the end. And the left and the right just have crossbow traps.
Yep.
The door at the right is a normal door, no locks, but there's a big stone slab that can slide down and block it if needed.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Then we got this nice big room down here, which is your hangout space with your kitchen and your fountain and your tavern and all your fun things, your games, your toys, blah, blah, blah. The man cave, so to speak.
Yeah.
And off of it on that same floor is the bathroom, is the dungeon, and is a fake door that, like, when opened, opens a slide underneath you and you fall down to a pit with full of skeletons.
That's on the top floor, though.
Wait, is it? No.
I thought that's what you were saying, Nick. No?
No. It's on the bottom floor.
It's on the bottom floor.
Great.
Yeah.
And then there's this walkway that wraps around. It's like 10-foot wide walkway around this, which has no railings, and you can just look down into the cool hangout space.
Yeah.
And there's 3 ropes on the north side and 3 ropes on the south side to climb this 15 feet up. And like they must be attached to something like a little something on the ground so they can just attach to it.
Yeah.
Great.
Maybe one thing that I have in mind is like maybe like a rail, like a wooden rail that goes the whole way around on the back wall that you can like attach yourself to. So like, let's say there's 6 people down there, right? We don't want a situation of where we're peeking over and they throw a dagger at you, Nick, and then you fall down.
Just what? So you could tie like a rope around your waist and like clip yourself to the railing. Okay.
Yeah, and you would only do this if we're getting invaded and there's people down there. But it's just like a preemptive, like, sure, it can also, there's a railing on the wall. You know, if you're going to the shitter, you can grab onto it to help you as well.
Can we do, instead of a railing, just like a series of like hooks in the wall? Not hooks,
100%.
but like loops in the walls that you can just put side by side by side? Perfect. Okay.
100%.
Because railing is just a slightly awkward architecture. Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it. On this upper floor down here, we've got a planning room with a map, with all the maps and everything. We've got a bedroom, and we've got a hallway that leads to a vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're also going to make this just a sheer wall and just make like one secret entrance through the bedroom.
Okay, so there's from the upper area, there's just the bedroom on one side and the planning room on the other side.
Okay, so there's no door here, is what you're saying.
No door there, yeah.
Okay.
Just a sheer wall.
Right, and just a secret door right here to get between the two of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's no second exit from the vault. It's just the vault.
Do you want a second exit from this area, or
we've got a second exit from the bedroom? Yeah,
second exit from the bedroom. Good. Great.
I think there should be one other exit from this whole place, Nick, due to the fact of if there's people invading us, they're probably going to have people stationed outside. And do we really want to go now through them this way?
What if we if you jump into the latrine pit and have to go past the ooze, and there's like another way out via that?
Perfect, because then you have your ooze down there preventing it.
And it's just like, it's for like extreme measures.
Yeah.
So like in this.
And the latrine pit's on the second floor.
No, it's not. It's on the bottom floor.
Oh, it's on the bottom floor.
Okay. Yeah, everything in orange is on the bottom floor.
Yeah. I think the latrine pit should be on the top floor. You really want to climb down to go take a shit every day? Because then it also helps with like, okay, you need to jump down the latrine pit from the second floor, and we can exit that way.
Yeah, but what if you're drinking on the bottom level and you want to take a piss? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
And then do you want an exit out that way?
I don't know. I think if we want a super secret second secret exit, then yeah, that's a good place to put it. But I'm not sure that we necessarily need it.
I don't think we need it. I think we'll be all right. And in the future, if we want, we can add to it.
Exactly. I think this is good for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's cost this shit up. Oh, we need some traps for this corridor as well over here, Neil.
Agreed.
I don't know what they would be, but we need some traps protecting the vault.
Maybe a racer can come up with a good one for there.
Okay, just going to do some quick math here. So we're doing 10 plus 8 plus 13 plus 144 times 2.5 plus 10 plus 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe
I'd be so fucking mad if I ran into this as a player character.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you mean they have 6 ropes, Neil? What do you mean the stone falls? Well, there's no way out, really?
I also think that like if I was a player character and I saw the trapdoor skeleton pit and I hadn't found the vault yet, like part of me would want to go down there, kill the skeletons, and see if the vault was down there.
100%.
So like I feel like it's just, you know, it's just like it's great, it's perfect.
Yeah, because the top floor really just looks like a bed and a planning room.
Yeah. You trying to count the squares, Neil?
Yeah, I'm just counting the construction costs here. And then we need to go down. I'll put you at the bottom. This is a 25-foot tall ceiling. So we're going from... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we need to drop.
This is actually so cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else for like the main room. Like, let's say there's people down there. How are we gonna kill them? We just wait them out.
Our armory. We need our armory. It should be off the planning room. Do you think?
Yeah. I was thinking just that. Yeah.
Yeah, we need one more room. Sorry.
Okay.
I would also say
the armory is behind the planning room.
Yeah. That's fine, isn't it, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Great.
It could also be on this side above the dungeons. Like just leading here just makes the map more difficult to see, but it could also just be off the walkway here.
Let's add one more room up top, Nick, as like just a in the bed area of just like a storage room for like, let's keep a ton of rations up there. Let's keep a ton of water in case like we need to lay down here for a long time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't want to draw over Neil's shit, but
no, it's okay.
It like here.
Yeah, perfect. And that'll just be like food, water, storage.
I'll write that it's
But I think that's good.
Okay. So we're at about 432 of these units.
Maybe we should swap the storage room and the armory, Nick, because wouldn't you want your armory to be near your bedroom versus your planning room? Wouldn't need to do anything on the map, but
yeah, okay,
makes sense.
All right, so we're going to call it about 450 tunnel units. Okay, so let's go into our conversation with the pitman the next day. All right, let's get out of here for a moment, out of the lair planning, and go chat with the pitman and get an idea of how much this is all going to cost, what it's going to be like to build something like this, how you're going to pay for it, because you've got gold, right? But you are digging, you know, a large underground lair, which is not an inexpensive
100%.
task. So we're gonna take the 6 of you. We're gonna go to Rusty's Hook.
I would be so mad if I ran into this fucking lair.
Be so good.
Which makes me now feel like all of Neil's like previous stuff that we might have called like BS, like, well, was it? Because look at what we've done as players to be secure.
That's
right?
true. Yeah. But
100% Neil.
don't let him get inside your head, Moot. It's still bullshit.
They made a good trap. It's bullshit.
You should do that to players someday of just like, you feel like you're in the tavern and you feel like someone's watching you and like something's off. Like you feel like a wind like blow like that way and see if a player will fucking throw a mug.
All right, we go to Rusty's Hook. We go and pull up our table. It's a nice day. You're flush with cash. You're excited about the prospects of this new lair. You're worried about the dangers because people have already found your previous lair. It's a complicated endeavor here.
Truly.
Got it. Okay, here we have Rat Boy. We have Rusty's Hook over here.
Outside of this store, Nick, it says fix skeleton trap, like to do. So that's why it like looks like.
You get to Rusty's Hook. You have a drink or so. You wait for your friend Grom, your wannabe friend Grom, who you've got some good contacts with now, and he's mentioned to you that like, hey, if you guys get yourselves a proper lair, maybe we can do business or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So now it's time. Now it's time to do that business. The 6 of you approach the table, and Eraser speaks, and he says to Grom, like, buddy, hey, we've come into some cash. We need some services. We need some expensive services. Rumor has it that's what you people provide. There's a whole extra layer to everything going on here, and I think it's time for us to maybe take a look at this other place. Maybe get some access to some trap making, some lair building, some of these other
magic
fun
item finding.
Exactly. And Grom takes a look at you all and chews his lips for a moment. Not leaving the bar. Plenty of other patrons around still. But he does lean across just a little bit to slightly lower the volume. And he says, well, I did say we could do better work together. And you did work well with our dwarven friend. He looks at the 6 faces. Okay. Why not? Why not?
He's just like, yeah, fuck it. Let's try it.
Pauses. There's a place. There's a second place you can go to. But you need an introduction. But you can't be shit-faced when you show up. So why don't you come back tonight after the bar closes? I'll walk you over there.
I look at Eraser and then back at Grom and nod slowly. All right.
Thank you. You're the best.
All right.
We'll see you tonight, Grom.
I put my bag of gold on the table.
Yep. 50 gold?
3 gold no, it's my bag of gold, but it has 3 gold pieces in it.
Got it. Yeah, Grom will just
we,
take your money easily, and you guys can head off And wait, is there anything you want to say before you go seek out this new lair?
You know, you worried about them ripping us off, Eraser?
Nah.
Then
whatever we got, it's pennies to these guys, right? I mean, if they got lairs down in the pits, they're probably pulling out raw diamonds or some nonsense down there. Whatever they got going on, we're still the small fish. I don't believe it for a moment.
Oh, I just meant like overcharge, you know?
Well, hey, they aren't overcharging if that's the price we're willing to pay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these things are worth. Well, we carved out the one that we've been working in with our bare hands. Took a while, but we did it.
I'm just saying.
Don't you remember? And he kind of looks at the other members of Steel Team 6 and goes, "Oh, none of you were actually there."
Oh, shit.
They've been erased. Yeah, I'm just saying though, like whatever the price, like we shouldn't haggle. You know,
I don't think we should haggle on our first one. Maybe in the future, but if anything, it sounded like from Grom that he's doing us a favor.
I know, but you know, any builder, you get work done, you know. You don't take the first price. You got to haggle down. I'm just saying, let's be smart.
I say we work out, you know, we get the general ballpark. We retreat, discuss it amongst ourselves before agreeing to anything. You know, let us sleep on it for a night. Don't sign anything on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah. Good idea. Any other questions? Percival, I know your family's built a lot of things in the past. You know anything about that? Percival just shakes his head. No, we inherited it all.
Sounds like a depressed rich kid.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Where is your family, Percival? Are they living in the inner city?
Not from Stromheim. From up north.
Oh, are they rich still?
I don't know. I haven't been home in years.
Oh my god.
Might not even be alive.
You're from High Castle?
Shakes his head.
You're not telling me you're from Copper Hill.
Not from Copper Hill. Of course not. Does it really matter? Left that life ago, a long time ago. Left it way behind me. Never going back.
You made the right move. You don't need that silver spoon.
Yeah,
maybe we can go back and rob them.
He narrows his eyes at you.
I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Say, as we're like, what are we doing? Are we like wandering around the city, or?
Yeah, I just think you're going for a stroll.
Eraser, you ever been into the inner city?
Not once. Not in all my years.
I wonder what's in there. Me neither.
You think we could tunnel in?
It's an idea I've had before. But if I were building the inner city, I would dig out all the earth, put stone walls down to the water line, you know? Just have rock underneath me all the way down. So maybe if you tunnel through the stone below, so that's an old siege tactic I hear they used to use, just tunnel underneath the city and blow up the walls, or, you know, collapse the walls.
Yeah, but we're swimming in gold. I mean, what do you think happens if you go up to the gate with 50 gold pieces in a bag and give it to the gatekeeper? He's probably going to let you in, right?
Why?
Why not? It's 50 gold. It's more money than he makes in 5 years, probably.
Not everyone's motivated by money. You know, some people, they like keeping it nice and clean on the inside. They don't want any riffraff in there. It's a lifestyle thing, you know?
Who's even paying the guards on the inside?
He shakes his head. I don't know. There's still money. There's still commerce. All the good goods move to the inner city anyway. You know, us out here, we just get the drip from the trickle that no one on the inside quite wants. They got wizards, they got clerics, they got fancy people with connections. This new empress, whatever she is, they're connected to her as well.
There's a new empress?
Yeah, that chick from Drekis.
Oh. That lady.
Yeah, the old hag.
I heard that the other guy's running things.
Which guy?
MrMouton.
Oh,
really?
The wizard.
The Flower King?
I heard the wizard's running it.
Makes sense. He's a wizard. I heard the Empress is a wizard.
I hear that MrMouton spending all of his time hiring scribes to write everything down.
Oh my God, what a loser.
Collecting everything, yeah.
Yeah. Easy for us to say, though, eh? Who knows how much a wizard needs to read?
I don't know.
But,
that's probably why he needs those glasses. They say he wears pieces of glass on his face for some reason.
It looks like a dork, I bet.
Rich people shit.
Dorcas Maximus.
Either way, though, that Empress, she's not really our Empress. She's a foreign, well, pardon my French, she's a foreign whore.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
She shouldn't be in charge here. And whoever that fake person they've got sitting on that throne in there, they've never lived a day in Aridon in their life before they moved here.
If her and her troops try to come to my city, they're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a thing or two to say something about that.
They think that dragon had a defensible lair. Wait till they see this.
Well, whatever's going on, whatever games the big people are playing, they also play with a lot of magic, and I don't trust that magic. You know, I don't like wizards spying on me or clerics, you know, blessing me or cursing me. The inner city, there's promises of riches there, but there's also promises of death, curses, torture, transportation to other realms. You know, is it really worth it?
Transportation to other realms?
Oh yeah, you know, a wizard slaps you upside the head, and before you know it, you're stuck in the pit, or you're lost in the realm of fire or the plane of water, and you just drown. Or you get stuck in the plane of air and you just fall forever, and you never stop falling. Shrugs. That's what they say.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe we're best out of it. I mean, it's not like there's not enough gold to go around out here.
Right? I figure if we ever get to the point where we've stolen everything there is to steal in the outer city, we won't even need the inner city at that point. We'll make our own inner city.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Talking about the magic stuff, should we get our vault lined with lead?
Why?
I don't know if Pigeon would know this, but I think he would know a little bit about, like, I don't know, would he? Would any of us know? I don't know.
Probably not.
How would you, though?
All right, then fuck it, yeah. There's enough stone anyways.
Right?
Yeah.
We should get our... How much were they going to charge to identify our items?
400 gold.
Boatload.
Should we just pay it?
Yeah.
What do we have that's worth identifying?
I point to my 2 daggers and then the 2-handed sword.
Yeah. If when we're back at the house, like, I'll take out the sword, the long sword, and
Let's
the short sword from my belt.
And then this dagger. These were the ones that look the best, and maybe your short sword too.
And the short sword, yeah.
Yeah.
One of my daggers was like so-so, like maybe, but one of them definitely looked like pristine, 10 out of 10.
What about the potions as well?
How many potions do we have?
3.
I just don't think it's worth getting potions identified. It's gonna be 400 gold each, right?
I know, but it's like, what's the point of having potions if you can't? Because if you don't know what they are, there's no point in drinking them.
Maybe we could get a discount for a potion since it's a different spell. We could just ask. Or it doesn't even have to be like, they don't even have to identify it technically. We could just show them it, and they could say, oh, I have one like this. It's this.
Yeah, or they'll have like a record or something. It doesn't say on the potions what they do, Neil, no.
No, but we have their color. Misty purple vapor, creamy buttery yellow. Yeah, so that works. Okay, cool.
All right, so yeah, we wait for the evening.
I'll bring the dagger. We grab the short sword and bring it, and the long one.
And the long sword, yeah. And the 3 potions.
And the 3 potions.
Do check the household hoard just to make sure you're not missing anything.
I'm also gonna grab Martha's statue. I'm gonna bring that.
Oh, the statue you picked up at in Harroway, where all the gold was, or
yes,
whatever.
Because that was the treasure. We rolled for the rest of it, and that was the thing that was inside.
All right.
We gotta take it.
All right. So you get you get all this stuff. You're gonna bring it back
some
today.
Gems to pay, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great. Anyway, it gets late. It gets real late. You head back to Rusty's Hook as things are winding down late into the night.
I'm shaking in my britches because I got thousands of golden gems on me.
Yeah. Well, there's Grom. He's still at Rusty's Hook. He's looking tired. It's been a full shift for him, and he's getting on in his years. You know, he's almost 35. He's getting real old.
Yeah.
And he will take you from Rusty's Hook to a different tavern. A different tavern that is way over... It's way over here. I'll put a marker on it eventually. It's near one of these big towers, one of these big ventilation shafts. And the building that he brings you to is just like... It looks like a condemned building. There's boards over windows. The roof is kind of fallen down. There's like rocks out of the walls. The walls smell like piss, like people have been here. There's just like detritus and refuse around it. The neighborhood doesn't look great, doesn't look terrible, but this building is just kind of crappy. And it's, you know, got buildings on either side of it, and there's a little alleyway. Actually, there's a building on one side of it, and the other side is an alleyway between it and like an apartment building next door. And he doesn't go to the front. He goes to the alleyway in between this rundown building and the apartment building next door. Heads to the back where there's like another cross alleyway that just runs behind all these buildings. And there is a, what do you call it? Like a cellar entrance, like a cellar staircase. And across the alleyway from the cellar staircase is a small butcher shop. And the butcher shop is just sort of like the back door is open. There's a lantern on inside. There's some people at the end of it's actually late into the middle of the night. So why anyone's working here, it's unknown. Maybe there's also a bakery in there. Maybe they're just hanging out here. But in the alleyway, there's a little table set up and a couple of people who look like they cut meat all day for a living and they stink like cut meat are hanging out near this table in this alleyway. And Grom walks up to them, points to the six of you, and says, gentlemen, take a good look at these faces. Gonna bring them on in. We're gonna have a chat, see if they are material. And we'll just see how it goes. The butchers look over at you, and they take a moment to examine each of your faces, you know? They look at Pigeon's bulging eyes. They look at Luther's like muscular, well-fit body. They look at Percival's like angry, bitter, mostly shirtless examination. Then there's Helmet, and they don't let him just walk in like that. They come on over, and they remove his mask and everything. You can see underneath Helmet is just like, you were thinking maybe burns, maybe scars, maybe like some sort of disfigurement that's really bad. He must be like hideous and horrible. The truth is that he's just like a really plain and boring looking guy that's like borderline ugly, but he's not like... He's
not hideous.
No, he doesn't have any deformities. He's just kind of like... Like just really sad, like not a handsome fellow, but he doesn't have any like, oh, I was cool, but now I've got like I was handsome, but now my nose is broken. He's just kind of like not an attractive man, you know.
It's all right. I mean, half of all people are less than average attractiveness. So it's really, the sad thing is that he feels the need to wear the mask. That's the really sad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks something like a cross-section between... what's this guy's name?
You've thought a lot about this, haven't you?
I have. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name.
Matthew McConaughey.
No.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes, he looks like a cross between Steve Buscemi and the... Got the face.
There's no way I can go 2 for 2 here.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. He's got the wide face and kind of wide set eyes, like a jaws kind of square at the bottom. He would make a perfect Joker if he ever played the Joker.
The guy who played Mr. Robot and he played Freddie Mercury in that.
No, he was in that Lighthouse movie that you like so much about the lobsters.
Oh, Edward Patterson.
No, the other one.
The old guy.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Fuck.
That's a great movie, though. You don't like me cooking.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, William Dafoe?
William Dafoe. Yeah, it's a cross between Steve Buscemi and William Dafoe. And I'm so sorry, Steve Buscemi and William Dafoe, if you're watching this and I just said you look ugly and there's a cross between you two. I'm so sorry. You have distinctive faces and they're very distinctive. So yeah, this guy just kind of, he's got a distinctive, unattractive face. But it's not like horrific or anything. His teeth are kind of bad. You know, and he's got like a cleft lip. No cleft lip. I said no, nothing awful. Just kind of an ugly dude.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what Helmet looks like under the helmet. And then they take a good look at Sierra and Eraser. And then he lets you in. You come on down into what is known as the Grimy Gremlin.
Nice. We all know who's in charge.
How many people are in here?
Let me just get our tracks up over here. As you come on down, the Grimy Gremlin is not very occupied at this moment. There is a person at the bar.
Is it Gremlin or Goblin?
Gremlin. There is a female bartender.
She hot?
She's, average-ish.
Okay.
But more than that, like, she's got leather armor on, and attached to the leather armor are, like, a couple of throwing knives on one side and a couple of throwing knives on the other side. And you can see at her waist, she carries a short sword that is probably magical. Like the pommel is just like a really big pearl.
She's ready to bang.
Yeah.
She looks badass then.
Yeah. The hotness is not the thing here, but like, murderer, assassin, killer,
is
violent
her
woman.
armor like of a high quality as well?
High quality black leather armor with a couple of straps to hold everything in place. Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
There are 5 patrons here who are each sitting separately and individually, not in any group. It's just kind of like row of 4 people at the bar. With 2 people next to each other, spot, person, and then 2 people sitting at separate tables as well. And these people, they don't look like your common ne'er-do-wells. We have what appears to be 2 spellcasters.
Oh shit! Wow.
We've
wizards
got
or?
Probably wizards.
How can you tell?
You can't really tell. I mean, they got components. They all have components. One of them's got a staff, so probably a wizard.
That's a
but
wizard.
You don't really know for certain.
Wear armor, right?
They can. They don't have to. Yeah.
Wait, quick question. How did we get from the alleyway to in here? Was there like a staircase? Sorry, I missed that bit.
There was just a little cellar staircase that went down to the ground, and then there was like a big reinforced door.
Was it within the butcher shop?
It was across the street. So I'm just going to do a quick little doodle for us on the side.
Okay, no, I've got it.
Okay.
You're right. Okay. How far down did we go?
You are definitely in the tunnels section, but you didn't go far enough to go into the dungeon section.
Cool. Is it like a tavern down here, or is it like a room?
It's a tavern. So like a staircase. The lower right corner of the map, if you please. There's a staircase that goes down, and then it opens up into kind of like a long room, and there's a bar that runs along this edge. And then there's just kind of like seating. Yeah, that's not the right number of tables, but just as a concept. Mm-hmm.
These wizards aren't with each other. They're all doing their own thing.
They're all doing their own thing. There's 2 people who look like wizards. 1 person who looks like a warrior. They've got chainmail on, just like the breastplate with leather limbs, and they've got an arming sword at their side, and they've got just a plate of food in front of them, and they give you a look as they eat, just to gaze who's coming into the room.
I wave.
And then there's two other people at the bar who just look like regular folks.
If anybody looks at Pigeon, he goes like,
yeah.
I look around the room. How many other doors are there out of here?
There's a door behind the bar, and a door on the back wall.
All right. So is one of these tables empty?
Yeah, there's more tables than this, but yes, there's an empty table.
So I look at Grom and then look back at the table and like go to pull a chair out to sit down.
Yep. You guys can sit. Okay. Grom will go up to the bartender and talk to her and point to you guys. Talk to her and point to you guys, and then come over to your table and say, "All right, gentlemen, making the introductions here. The bartender, her name is Fiona.
Okay.
There's other bartenders, but she's here tonight.
This is the woman in the badass weapons with the yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Throwing knives. Great. Fiona is here to keep an eye on the door. She's also the security guard.
Understood.
Trust me when I say she could kill all 6 of you without batting an eye.
Wow, I believe it.
That's the DM telling you. This lady is level 18.
Unlike Rusty's Hook, this is not a place you ever bring anyone to. This is not a place you ever start anything with. All right, this is the sort of place where, okay, I don't need to spell it out for you here.
This place makes a big enough impression on its own. We understand.
Got it. Good.
I say as I look at the wizards and the guy in the chamber.
Okay, so here's how this works. Some people in here are friends of the Pitmen. Other people here are Pitmen. Can't always tell them apart. This is sort of a meeting place where people can connect, but only serious offers. If you are bringing up crap, you might find yourself. No one gets disinvited. People just don't show up again. You know? Better not to make an offer, or, you know, approach someone outside maybe. Don't waste anyone's time. No one's got time for bullshit, and yeah.
And no one's gonna scam us here? Like, if I need a magic item identified, I ask a wizard and they're not gonna take our shit?
People here work on their own things. People here are, we're each independently doing our own stuff. If you were to find a +5 Holy Avenger sword lying around and walk up to a random wizard here and say, hey, could you identify this thing? And it turns out to be a +5 Holy Avenger weapon. I'm not promising you that they're not going to just walk away with it.
But
right?
Won't the bar stop them?
Well, they're not going to identify it here. That's a long process. Involves lots of magic, needs a purified room. It's a complicated procedure. I'm not vouching for the legitimacy of anyone in this room, but I am saying that no one in this room is going to start anything in this room. And if anything does get started, everyone in this room will end it fast. So you got to be on your own. I will make introductions to a couple of folks. You got to wait here. I'm going to go to the back room, see if our diggers are around. They're the people you want to talk to tonight.
All right.
All right. Now be cool. And he will take off.
I tried to catch the eye of the bartender.
Yeah. She sees what you're doing and gives you the 2-finger come hither.
I go over.
What do you need?
A drink.
What type?
Ale. 6. It's fine.
Okay. 6 silver, she tells you. Prices here are high.
I give her 6 silver. I don't tip her.
Yeah, that's fine.
You tip at the end of the night. That's what you tell them all.
No, I feel like her main business is not serving drinks, so You know?
Eraser.
Yeah,
Can I go ask that guy if he's a wizard?
No, Pigeon. Keep it cool, buddy.
All right.
Not today.
Listen, by the time that we've paid them all this gold, you know, maybe then we'll have a little bit more leeway to ask about the magic items and stuff.
A few minutes later, out comes Grom with a dwarf. The dwarf has got one eye. He's got only 8 fingers.
Do they usually have 10 fingers?
They usually have 10. Yes, this one's missing 1 finger on each hand.
Is it the same finger?
No, it's a pinky on one and a ring finger on the other.
And are they both cut at the same point, or are they cut at like different parts?
The dwarf is going to make a perception check to see you staring at his fingers.
Ridiculous. Oh,
Fails his perception check because he's only got one eye. But you give his finger, you eye his stubby little dwarven fingers, and they look like they've both been amputated right around the first knuckle. Well, actually, you count knuckles from the palm towards the tip, right? Yeah. The first knuckle.
All right. I wonder to myself what this guy's doing that's causing him to lose fingers.
I wonder where all these dwarves are coming from. Like, which mountain range are they hailing from?
Why are they coming? Because we're too full, aren't we? We don't have room for all these dwarves coming in here.
Exactly.
Oh, they build their own houses, do they? Oh, well, you know, I don't want to hear it.
Drexit, man. We really need a Drexit.
We had
A Drexian exit or a dwarven exit?
Yeah. We need a dwarven exit.
Yeah.
I waved to the dwarf.
He walks up to the table, looks at you all. All right. You're here to dig a lair, eh? I understand.
That's the plan.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some plans, if you want to see them.
I do?
I reach into my bag and pull out the drawing that we drew before.
He pulls out a small knife, like a envelope opening knife, and just kind of like runs it across, pointing at things, and you can hear him muttering to himself. And he closes his one eye for a moment as he does some math in his brain, and then he kind of points it around as you discuss it. Okay. Now, I can give you a base price. Any additional fancy-pantsy traps, sliding doors, hidden secret doors, any other fancy-pantsy things are extra. Straight cost to build something this large, 45,000 gold.
4,500?
1,000.
I look wild at everyone else. Do we have that?
No, I don't think we've got that. That's
Did I do
much.
my math wrong?
How much is platinum worth?
2.
2.
Yeah, well, we don't have that much.
Hold on, let me make sure I didn't do my math wrong, but I don't think I did. 430. Right?
25 gold for every 4 squares.
4 squares.
Feels like there's no way that this is 45,000 because that would
Yeah, I don't
require...
think you divided by 4 would be my guess.
This is... Oh, I think I might have made a mistake here because this is supposed to be 12 by 12. Okay, yeah, there's a mistake here. That should be 3 by 3. 1, 2... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be 5 by 5. Should be 25 times 2.5. Okay, not 144 times 2.5. 25 times 2.5.
That will make a difference by 6 times, so it should be pretty significant.
I'd say so.
Still going to be tens of thousands.
A lot of money. Yeah, that's fine though. But we can afford that.
Can we though?
The gems. We have 17 gems worth 500 gold each.
Yeah, but that's still less than 10,000.
Is it? 8,500, and then we have 6,000 raw gold plus another 12 gems. It's going to be pretty much all of our money to make this.
it's going to be 150 units of tunnels to make this. 15,000 gold, he says.
Let me do the math on that. So that's all of our gems. That's 8,500 in gems plus an extra 1,200 in gems. That's 9,700 plus. We have 6,516. We have 16,216 in gold plus gems.
So you're saying, Neil, that there's 600 squares in our doodle? Is that the number you've calculated?
Yeah, I think so.
Can we look at it again? Just to gauge. I just want to gauge if that's realistic.
Yeah. Okay, so this section right here, I made it 12 squares by 12 squares.
Oh, we can't.
Oh, you're on the wrong one. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Okay.
So this thing that's 25 feet, this biggest room is also 2.5 10 by 10s tall. So this is a big area that gets doubled essentially. But we've got, this is 11 squares. I think I cut that down to 10. You know, I cut this down to a smaller amount.
We might need to cut out that skeleton pit.
Yeah, we don't really need the skeleton pit. We can add that in our later date.
Or you could just make it much smaller. It doesn't need to be this huge pit, perhaps.
Kill the skeleton pit, cut the dungeon down to 2 rooms.
Yeah. We can make our crossbow trap shallower.
Hold on. Well, why don't you just get the... Let's get everything out of place, and then we can start making cuts. Let's get the full...
Fine. Well, it's going to be a lot to pay for all the traps and everything as well.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, I was just thinking we cut the skeleton pit, and we're going to save, like, 4,000 gold.
There's room to adjust. So he gives you this outrageous price up front, right? It's a lot of money.
Dwarves, man.
But he also tells you that during the construction, like a project this size is going to take up to 72 workers round the clock for a year. But that means, well, actually round the clock for 6 months. Because we work at night. We work during the day. Ain't nothing stopping us. We work all the time.
You guys are the hardest workers in the world. Everybody knows that dwarves are.
Now, we're going to be doing this all the time. That means wherever we're digging this, it's completely safe. No one's going to come in and start busting up a place filled with our men, you know?
Yeah.
So we're also guaranteeing a year's worth of protection. Now, that year's worth of protection only extends to the area in which we're working. You make some enemies and they jump you in the streets. He shakes his head.
Yeah.
We ain't helping you there. It ain't none of our business. Someone comes and tries to get in our workspace, we'll appropriately push them out, but you get a whole army coming after you. You get the entire Slayers gang coming after you. We're not going to stand up to that. You understand? There's a limited security.
That sounds pretty good. Well, what about the mineral rights? What if there's, gold down there? You gonna give us a little money back for some of the stuff you pull out if it's good?
Anything we haul away, we dispose of or keep for ourselves. Anything that's left in the walls afterwards, it's yours. But I can tell you, the place we're digging, down in the limestone, you ain't gonna find anything.
All right.
Now, let's talk financing. This is a big endeavor. A lot of money here. Everyone's first layer? Well, it's hard to afford all the way up front. But you can make us a death pledge. We can front you the work. And by the time the 6 months are up, I'm sure you've got it. The rest of it, if you can cover half of it up front, we'll loan you the rest with a reasonable interest rate.
Well, I think that we can sleep on it.
Of course, it's fair. The other good thing about all this is that when you work with us, we accept all sorts of payment. We accept gems at their face value. No need to trade them in. We accept potions. We accept magic items of all shapes, sizes, and kinds. We can also negotiate for the value of information, access, special skills, debts, If you got a skill that we might need one day, but we don't have, but have a need for today, we know where you live. We'll call on you.
Well, I'm the best lock picker in the city, so you could use me anytime.
Easy, cowboy.
Eraser, says to everyone, "All right, this is looking good." Spade, I think your name was. It's a pleasure to hear from you. We're SEAL Team 6. I'm a racer, first among equals. These are my men: Percival, Sierra, Pigeon, Luther, and Helmet, the ugly one. He gives Spade the address and says that he will, the 6 of you will come back in the near future with some offers.
All right.
I got a question about the magic item thing. If we think we got one, would you identify it? And then, you can just take that off of whatever it's worth?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
you got a magic item?
Deal.
We'll identify him for you. Assume that we will price it fairly and take it for what it's worth. If it's not magic, we'll return it to you at no cost. But if we identify it, we get first pick on whether, how do we say? If we identify it for you, we'll assume that it's being sold to us.
That's fair.
At a reasonable price. Fair price.
So for the two-handed sword, Nick, that's the one I think that we would go for him.
Yeah.
I think we can tone down on the skeleton pit. We don't want to get into debt with this amount of money.
No, I don't think there's no need to, really.
And we asked someone, maybe even Grom, about the potions, if he can let us look at a book to see if we can identify it. Pay him a few gold there.
You could go and ask one of the wizards if they know what these potions do, maybe.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get up after our
Take some golds.
Yeah, no, Spade will go. Mm-hmm.
I'll take some gold, because we brought gold and gems, so fuck up. And I'll go over and, excuse me. I go to the one with the staff.
Yeah, this wizard is sitting at one of the tables, leaning back in his chair. He just has a cup of wine in front of him. And you can see he's making swirls in the wine by waving his finger around it, but his finger's not touching the wine. He's just kind of waving above it. It's a cantrip spell for anyone who's played a lot of D&D. It's so awesome. Easy. But he sees you coming and keeps the wine swirling in his glass.
Holy shit, is that magic?
I'm a
so
fortune
cool.
teller. I can see your future.
Well, can you identify what these potions do? I'll pay you.
Show me the potions.
What's your price?
Show me the potions.
I'll start pulling them out to show them.
Perfect.
I'll pull out let's just do a D3 to see which one I pull out first. I'll pull out the first one, which is the Misty Purple Vapor Potion. Then I'll pull out the second one, which is the Creamy Buttery Yellow. And then I'll pull out the third one and I'll place them all on the table. So anybody in the bar can see these potions. They're on the table and I'm showing them.
Yeah, well, we got these 3 and then we're wondering, what they do. We don't want to just drink a potion. It turn you into a frog or a toad.
He looks at the potions before you. I can do this thing on your behalf, but the price is one of the 3 potions, my choice. You may wish to hold on to them until you have more.
Nod.
I gotta ask my crew. We work as, we're SEAL Team 6.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me go ask him. I'll be right back.
And I will, Pigeon leaves the potions on the table. They're sitting there while I run over real quick.
Fine. Yeah.
Hey.
I don't think Oh, sorry, go on.
He wants one of the potions to identify all of them.
Look, unhappy and say like,
Racer shakes his head.
That's like 1/3 of them. No, I mean, it sounded like the pitman will do it for free.
I know.
We just got to agree to sell them.
You want me to ask him about if he can identify the dagger or anything?
I don't think
he was
so.
doing magic.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell him that he was, swirling in the cup.
Whoa. I stand up from my table and try and get a little look, Neil.
Yeah. He sees you looking. He keeps one finger swirling, and then uses his other hand to beckon you over.
I'll go with Luther.
Yeah, we'll both go. Yeah.
We're not willing to part with one, to identify it, but maybe we could pay you in gold or something.
Yeah, if you'll take coin or gems, we got a deal, but otherwise.
These are the first magic items we ever found, so.
Otherwise, thanks, but no thanks.
Are you asking to know if they're magical or to know their exact properties?
Well, what they do.
Potions.
We know
potions,
they're
of
magical.
course they're magical.
Are you sure?
I nod.
Yeah.
They could just be colored liquid. Fancy booze.
Well, either way, if we wanted to know their exact properties, that'd tell us if they're magical or not, right?
Trust
or at
me,
least tell us what they do.
I've been a drunken man in every part of this city, and I've never seen ale like that.
What's
You
your
can't
name,
afford
huh?
it.
I'm Pigeon.
I'm Malchus.
I'd laugh.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you. What would
as
what
your
do you mean
children.
we can't afford it?
It's 1,000 gold for the identify spell. I can identify up to 8 items at once.
Well, items in general.
Potion
might
is
be
one
worth
item.
That could be worth doing. 1,000 gold is insane, but he also could do a runner with the stuff. I think we should just stick with the pitman, do the sword like you said.
Well,
See
hold
if they'll
on.
identify
I think that's
the
a good
other stuff.
ideal.
Yeah, but
That's
he could just run
125 per item. He could, but we would obviously probably ask him to do it somewhere. And how many items do we have? We have 2 daggers, a short sword. We have 8 items. We have the
We've got
Martha
7.
statue.
Oh, the Martha statue, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we could do that.
Well, hang on. We could just get him to... Could you just tell us if some items are magical? How much would that cost? You could do that here, right? You wouldn't have to go away.
He nods once and looks up the price for spell casting in the DMG.
If we could get him to do the 8 items at our house, that's absolutely worth it.
Can I just say, while I'm looking this up, that if a woman is named after the goddess of life and healing and creation, she's called Martha, no one bats an eye. But someone names their son after the god of chaos, and everyone all of a sudden, loses their... It's a perfectly reasonable name. Not
Pigeon
butthurt at
laughed
all.
at him.
I know. But you laughed. You laughed at my
believe
cool
him.
character, dude.
No, it's Malchus, man. That's who it is. It's always
He's a diviner. He's not cool.
My God.
Diviners suck.
What? Diviners are the best.
Are they?
It's the best school. If I ever
Right.
had a good DM, I would play a diviner.
Yeah. It'd be useless. What are they removed from?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have a look.
Why is Detect Magic not in the NPC spell cost table? You would think that would be so obvious.
Yeah.
It's basic. It's basically free, so there's no point.
I got a question. Would you identify him at our place?
He'll charge you 100 GP to tell you which of these things is magical.
Per?
Nope,
Or
one
in
for
a-
it all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll pay him.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
pay him right now. I
He
will
nods
put the
once, but he
daggers-
tells you that he won't actually do it here. Like I wouldn't cast any spells here. We have to come back
Okay.
to my place. Well,
I
Okay.
think that's fair. Okay.
All right, I'll get the gang. We were about to head out anyways. That's all. You're awesome, man.
Yeah. What's your name?
Malchus.
Oh, the
Here,
diviner.
I'll give
Oh,
you
that's-
some. I'll give you some knowledge. We do this. It's called finger crossbows.
He chuckles to himself and tries them out.
Nice.
Good, yeah, exactly.
It's working.
Eraser, he'll tell us which of our items are magical for 100 gold.
Oh, I gotta see this, Eraser says, and he gets up from the table and gathers the rest of the team.
All right,
Malchus, the diviner, will... we gotta go back to that other map, actually. He says, my place, which is a joke at the end of the day, because what he does is he takes you back to this room right here. Opens the door. And the wall here is thick, and it leads to a room, a smallish room. Nothing great, but the walls here are like flat and shiny with some sort of metal, as if they've been polished out. And there's just a table, a small, cheap wooden table in the middle of the room. And he goes in.
Thing to say, shouldn't we just get them all identified right now, Nick? Then, if we have 8 items, well,
it's not right now. It'll take them all day.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 24-hour process essentially. He'll lead you into the room, have you all stand up against the wall away from him. He'll place all 8 items. You're bringing a 2-handed sword in here?
Yes.
No, a longsword.
Longsword. Okay, that makes sense.
No, Oh, it wasn't a 2. Oh, it's a longsword.
No, it was there we go. Perfect.
So we're bringing the 2 daggers,
a longsword, and a short sword,
the short sword, 3 potions, and the Martha statue.
Oh, and the Martha statue. Yeah.
Right. All right. You place all the items on the small wooden table. As you stand back. And for the first time in your lives, you're witnessing true magic here.
Oh, shit.
He brings his hands together. He rubs them. His eyes begin to roll back in his head as he speaks the arcane words to the spell. And you're waiting for like a puff of smoke, a bright flash, but all you feel is just this like rising tension in the back of your spine. Maybe like the hairs, just the smallest of the hairs, like you get a little bit of goosebump on the side of your neck, and you get this slight taste of copper in the air as his eyes like roll back, and then he looks forward and he reaches out with both of his hands to kind of like feel the space in front of him.
Does his eyes change color or no?
No, they don't.
Okay.
And he walks towards the table, and he takes one item and he kind of moves it off to the side and focuses directly on it. This is the first potion, and then he'll pass his hand over and say, "This is magical."
Nice.
Move it back to the other side of the table. Grab the next item. This other potion is magical. The third potion is magical.
Well, no shit. We knew that.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Next, he picks up the short sword. Looks at it, shakes his head. Non-magical.
Hate it. Hate that.
Brutal.
Next is the longsword, which he, puts his hands over, focuses on, and nods once and says, "Magical."
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Well, we can sell that then, because we don't really need a longsword.
100%.
There was a second dagger, right? Or there were 2 daggers?
There's 2 daggers.
One's really nice. One's just okay.
One's really nice and one was okay.
One is magical, the nice one.
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
And the other one is non-magical. 2 daggers, short sword, long sword, and 3 potions. Oh, and the Martha statue. He looks at the Martha statue, but his head goes to the side, and he gets closer, and he looks at it. And then he removes everything from the table and puts the Martha statue in the middle of the table.
Oh, shit.
And looks at it. And walks around the table from different angles to look at it, craning his head from side to side. And then he looks at the 6 of you. And his hand goes to one of these like pouches at his side.
Oh my god.
Where did you find this?
In the abandoned section.
That's pretty vague though. Yeah.
Yeah, that is fake. Yeah. Why?
It's an unusual aura on this.
What is it?
This cheap piece of pewter.
Pewter.
Piece of crap item if I've ever seen one before. Useless. Impossible to hold magic like this.
Oh, so it is? What What is it? We've had it for pretty much a year or two, and we have no idea what it does.
Maybe it's a case. Maybe the real magic's inside.
He nods. You'll need to break it open. Quickly. Go to Fiona. Ask her for a heavy mallet.
Well, wait, are we sure? Shouldn't we identify it?
He shakes his head.
I look at the pretty boy. Percival.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Percival? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Send him. Yeah.
No, it's Sierra. Sierra's the pretty
Sierra.
one.
I get Sierra to go and get the mallet.
Yeah. Sierra comes back a minute or two later with a large, heavy mallet with a, its flat head on one side, kind of a spike on the other side. And the wizard will set about, he takes the Martha statue to the edge of the table and just smashes her head off with one blow. Turns around and starts to knock her feet off, and then tries his best to knock off sections of the pewter, but it doesn't, it's having trouble breaking. So he turns the mallet around, places the thing on the stone floor, actually the metallic floor, and spikes the statue in the middle, and it cracks. And inside is a 12-sided gem of sort of various hues mixed together. It's sort of like opalescent.
Mm-hmm.
But clear.
I look wide-eyed.
What is it?
I ask him, because it's magical too.
Mm-hmm. He looks at it, reaches out, and touches it. And sort of his head shakes and his eyes roll back again. And then he drops it and his eyes roll forward.
What just happened? I think a step back.
He looks to the rest of the room, stands up to his full weight again. He'll just put his foot on the gem before you get to it. And you'll see his hands go back to the pouches at his side.
I'll move
Where
back
did you
with my
get this?
Well, we can tell you, but you've got to be honest with us about what it is.
It's a memory stone.
Can I see?
He shakes his head. You might hurt yourself. It's not meant for non-wizards, non-spellcasters.
Well, what's the memory?
I didn't look at it very long.
I look at it
and I won't touch it again. Holding something like this could drive you insane simply by handling it.
Then what is the point of it?
You think something's hidden there? Well, shouldn't we tell him where we got it, Luther?
I look at Racer.
Racer puts his hands in the air. He's like, I wasn't part of the acquisition of this. But it sounds like it's something extremely powerful and probably worth a lot of money to the right person.
I nod, looking back at the wizard. I'll tell you where we got it, I guess. But it is ours.
Where?
It was in a hideout, a secret base of sorts of the Copperheads.
You're lying, right?
No.
It was.
Oh no, it was the Redcoats. Sorry, the Redcoats. Yeah, near Copperhead territory.
He shakes his head. Those idiots. Those completely useless. A memory stone is locked with a passphrase of some kind. Anyone who holds it may get glimpses of what is inside, but if they are not attuned or able to harness it, they risk madness, insanity, mind melting, or worse, memories being conflated, losing your sense of identity, and just becoming It's a dangerous thing to handle, and it's only used to hold important secrets. And they stopped making them 3,000 years ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, holy shit.
What secret could have lasted 3,000 years?
To be honest, probably something unimportant to this day and age. Perhaps it was the secret location of where a princess was hiding. Or perhaps it was a document connecting the Farron Empire to an island in the Dardanelles, making them bound for eternity in a pact and used as a...
It could be the location of a secret underground treasure hoard.
It could be. It could be many things, but if it's the location of a treasure hoard, I would not expect it to be anywhere near this city.
Well, can you watch it eventually? Did you break the passphrase? See the memory?
Not without great time. Study.
Well,
care.
We live here, so maybe we could work together on this.
I would like to buy it from you.
Okay.
How deep are your pockets, wizard?
You were talking to Spade earlier, were you not?
I was.
I'm sure he charged you an exorbitant sum.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Let me talk to him.
I'm okay with this.
I looked at the party.
But if there is an adventure that this leads to,
I want to do
we
it.
want to be a part of it. That's our fee. We want a little bit of a cut, and we want to be a part of it.
The wizard, the diviner, looks at you guys carefully.
I'm thinking to myself, he's just said that this thing is useless. It's probably some useless information that doesn't matter anymore. So why on earth would I be willing to buy it?
But there's a chance that it's not. And if it isn't, at least we'll get to go on the adventure and maybe get a piece of it.
Yeah, but it sounded like he was about to comp us 15,000 gold for this thing.
Exactly, yeah. Which is like a win-win. We wouldn't be able to do this without him. It's not worth anything to us. He's willing to pay an exorbitant price, and all we want is to come along and maybe get a piece.
Well, no, all we want is the exorbitant price. If we can probably
go along too.
Yeah, but we probably can't get. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe we won't be able to have both.
He points to Sierra and says, "Pretty boy, go through the back door behind the bar. Go get Spade. Bring him here." And the pretty boy does. And a few minutes later, in walks Spade. And switching to Dwarven. Does anyone speak Dwarven?
No.
Does anybody in our party speak Dwarven?
Let's see.
Eraser is...
Oh.
Because that's fucked. Switching languages?
Switching languages. What a bitch. Unfortunately, no one in the party speaks Dwarven.
Yeah. I will just ask straight up, like, if...
Can you say it in common?
He does not switch to common.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. The dwarf sighs heavily at the end of the conversation and shakes his head a few times. The wizard, switching back to common, says, "Trust me. Trust me. We could use it." The dwarf nods and looks to the party and goes, "All right, boys. The wizard here. He thinks this rock could unlock a whole new circle of spells for him if he rips it to pieces and studies it."
Oh. Gotta get me some of those rocks. Holy shit.
Now, personally, I don't think the labor of 72 men over 6 months is worth one new advancement for one wizard, but I trust him. I trust him well. We'll waive the fee for your lair, minus traps, in exchange for this rock.
Can you identify our daggers and our sword? We're happy to throw in a
Well, we're
fee
happy to pay for that, but I want to. If there becomes an adventure out of this, I want your word that you'll invite us.
The wizard looks at you and says, "It might take me years to unlock this."
That's fine. around for years.
We're sticking around. I mean, we're laying down roots here. We're going to be here for the foreseeable future.
He nods a couple times. If this unlocks an adventure, I will. Who are you?
Steel Team 6.
I can't. Wait, does he say that he'll take us along?
I will come find you, Steel Team 6.
High fives, let's go. Boom. That's awesome.
Huge.
Yeah.
Free lair. Adventure in the future.
Wizard friend.
Wizard friend. And we'll pay him to identify all of our shit. I'll take the 1,000 gold off too.
All right.
Boom.
He is going to tell you that he will pass off the identifying to someone else. He'll get you someone to do the identifying. Because this is more important for him.
We just made this guy's like next 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he also says
like a wizard boner moment.
That he won't be around for a while, but you know where to find him.
Yeah.
And then he will take that pouch that he's had his hand near and just pick up the whole pouch and use it to with a poop bag for dogs. Grab the stone carefully in the pouch and like unfold it inside out. Wrap it up tightly and tuck it inside of a breast pocket of his coat.
I don't think this is ever going to matter, so I'll ask, what level is it that he saw? Was it like overwhelming, or was it like...
It was blocked by the pewter for the most part, which really dimmed the... That's the point of encasing it in pewter, is to make it look like it's just a dimly, lightly magical something. Yeah.
But he's smart enough to know, like, you can't use pewter to make fucking a magic item.
Right.
Got it.
Right. Yeah. Wow. So it's a nice mobile case for something like this.
Interesting.
Very cool.
And then he will quickly leave.
Okay.
Leaving you in the room with Spade.
Out of character, are we saying that like the work to unlock that will level him up, or is it some sort of like magic item that will allow him to...
Well, maybe it's actually just a whole bunch of new spells that he wants that are like memory altering or information storage based spells. Or maybe, this is the sort of thing that provides research opportunities that could help level him. NPCs can level without adventuring. It's just pretty slow. I've got a bunch of tables for it these days. So, if he does his things, maybe that'll help him get somewhere.
I'll look to Spade and say, well, I guess we don't have to pay after all.
Spade shakes his head a few times. How the hell did the lot of you, who in my opinion ain't fit to be here, come across something like this? He said it was the redcoats, huh? Whichever redcoats you found that took this little piece of pretty, you should go find them again.
Why?
Because they'll have more good shit, he's saying.
Oh.
Listen to the lad.
Oh. Listen, Spade, don't judge a book by its cover. We earned our right to be down here.
A nod.
That's a Steel Team 6 secret.
All right. And I think with that, we will end our session.
Do like a week skip to get XP, levels up, and then I think we're gonna level.
Do anything that was level worthy? Did you get any experience for today's actions?
We just stole a gem worth 15,000 gold.
Yeah, we just made 15,000 gold technically.
You didn't steal it. Well, I guess you are realizing the value of that.
Yeah,
it's actually more than 15,000 gold with the traps.
We also...
You've been hoisted by your own petard there, Neil.
We made our own, like, building.
I have been. I really have been, haven't I?
You have.
Okay. Divided by 6. That's going to be...
5,000 gold each. 5,000 XP each, I think, if we're calling it 15,000.
If we want to call anything for building our lair... I guess it's not realized, but I think planned it out.
I'll take 5,000 XP. That seems fair.
I'll take 5.
That doesn't seem fair at all. That doesn't seem remotely fair. How's Sierra leveling off of this?
You're right. We should split it between me.
You're right. It should just be us two. Oh, sorry. if it doesn't, you know, splitting XP is sometimes good, sometimes it's not, huh?
Oh yeah, in this case, I guess maybe it would be good. No, because we could
it's
still
better.
take
We'll waste so much.
I don't think we would. I'm on 20,000.
Oh,
if I got 15,000,
actually, yeah, that's right. You go to your well, whatever you want to do, Neil.
He's trying to think of he's trying to think of an excuse not to give us the XP right now. He's not thinking about what to do. He's trying to think how to get out of giving it to us.
Yes.
I know how you feel.
No, we should get it.
That's a lot.
This is a long time coming, though. It's been since session like 4, and I think we're on session 20-ish. And we had
Didn't
the
you just level last session?
No.
Didn't you?
We leveled
we leveled 3-ish sessions ago.
We
last
leveled
session we were closer.
When we killed Vallejo, we leveled.
Sierra
Feels
and
like
them
the
did
last
level,
session. Yeah.
but we didn't level.
That was like 3 sessions ago.
No,
4
you're right.
sessions
You're
ago.
right. It was a while ago. But that was before you became right. You killed Vallejo, then you got with SEAL Team 6, then you did a big job with them, and you got XP for all that, right?
Yeah, but didn't.
Yeah, and then everyone else leveled from that job except for you two, and now they're all about to level again. All right.
If you give us 15,000 XP each,
everyone gets 5,000 experience.
I also get an extra 500.
Yeah.
All right, so that means our level 3 characters like Sierra are going to go from 5,999 to 10,999, and they're going to hit level 4.
Damn.
3, 2.
That's sick. That's really well, ratioed for them.
Yeah, really good. We hit level 6, Nick.
Yep. Well, I think so. I can't remember exactly what I need for level 6.
Let me look. Class rebuild. 24K.
Okay, cool. Yeah, level 2.
You both hitting 6?
Yep.
Okay. Someone, we're going to put on some leveling music. We're just going to roll some HP really quickly for our NPCs. We'll do that publicly, and then we'll call it a night. We'll roll your HP, obviously. So,
and our thief skills, maybe.
Hoisted by my own petard, indeed. Someone roll me a 1d8 for Helmet's new hit points.
You got it, Nick, or you want me to do Helmet?
I'll do Helmet.
Okay.
Oh!
Helmet!
That should have been Nick's.
Yeah, that should have been mine.
Excellent. And now he is, as we said, level 4.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure he doesn't get a bonus to hit. He does get a +1 to hit at level 4. Congratulations, Helmet. Yeah. And then, other things too. Do you get DM screen? Do we, as thieves, get new saves at 4? No, we get saves at level 5. Okay. Great. So that's Helmet. Percival, also level 4. +1 to hit. Someone roll him a D8.
I'll do it. 4.
Nice. Right. 18. Excellent. I'll adjust their skills separately. Sierra, level 4, +2 to hit, 1d8 for HP.
Nick?
Yep.
Oh.
Oof, Sierra. It's tough.
Yeah, I told you he shouldn't level. It didn't make any sense for Sierra. And Eraser, which if he levels, will do in secret. Or I'm just faking a roll here. Okay.
Cool.
Party members.
Your turn, mate.
All right, this is for me.
Oh,
you jammy bastard.
Oh, wow. 26, so I'm going up. That's good.
I'll take a 6, yeah.
26 plus 8. I'm at 34 HP at level 6. I think that's probably what Anton had.
Yeah.
Have you just been rolling? Wait,
I've been rolling incredibly well.
34 HP at level 6? That's an average of 5.6 when you should be averaging 4.5. That is a full roll, a full point above.
That's good.
I'm ahead. And then thief skills.
Nick, you're exactly what an average thief would be.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I'm going to put an extra 5 into lockpicks, which brings me to level 20, everyone, in my lockpicking.
Oh, shit. How many points do we get again? 20.
10. You get 10.
10.
5 max in each. So I have now maxed it out. I have 30 points in lockpicking.
All right.
And then my other 5 is going to go to... see if I can game this. 11... 9. Okay. I'm going to do 3 and move silently to bring me up to 13, and then 2 and climb to bring me up to 15. And we get a new back. Who's at level 7? Do we get another weapon proficiency for 6?
You get weapons. You get non-weapons at 6. You get weapons at 8.
I'm going to take my jewelry making. Or how does that work? Because I've been working on it in character to build it.
You got it. Just take it. That's your non-weapon.
And then Nick, I'm assuming you're taking appraisal?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I put 2 points into pickpocket, 3 into move silently, 4 into hide, and 1 into climb.
Nice.
And I guess I'll take appraisal.
Huge.
Is that wisdom appraisal?
Take a look for you.
Thanks.
I don't know why the non-weapon proficiency table is not showing me any of these. I don't even see appraisal. I don't see jewelry making. Maybe they're on the non-weapon proficiency document.
Can I just check the rulebook, Neil, or is it not the same?
This should be the same. Maybe jewelry making is not actually a standard non-weapon proficiency.
I could have sworn it was though. Gem
Is,
cutting.
oh, it's jeweler.
Jewelry.
Is one?
It's just jeweler. Yeah.
Oh, just jeweler. So jeweler is specifically gem cutting, I think. Oh, is that different from gem cutting?
Jeweler is the prerequisite to gem cutting.
Got it. Okay, so jeweler is what you're looking for then. Perfect.
But I'm trying to find it. I don't even see it on here. Unless I'm blind. Oh, I found it. Jeweler, dexterity -2. Rogues are spec'd into it. 2, so I have 15. Nice.
Do we get a weapon proficiency or not?
Not until 8.
Do we get a +1 to hit?
You hit what level? 6?
6?
6, yeah.
Yes, you should have +3 to hit at level 6.
Nice.
It's huge. And I have a magic dagger that we're giving them to identify. Do you want to do that next week? Or do you want to tell us what they do now?
Next week.
Perfect. Yep. All right. Good job.
Solid session, everyone.
Yeah, well done. It was fun.
Did you have fun, Neil? Did you like the base building?
I didn't like it. I hated everything about this session.
I'm just most excited that if in like 3 years in game time that this guy's like, all right, guys, we got a whole fucking adventure.
Yeah.
We gotta bring those guys.
It's going to be like the most badass party and then just us.
Us.
Useless rogues.
6 rogues. But will be useful in the end because I think the more I play rogue, the more useful I think it actually is. I just think it's useful not in a party of people who are fighting. I think it's useful like Jamie did it, where he goes on his own, he does the scouting, he does the things, and then he finds out the stuff and brings it back to us.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Except if my wizard could cast invisibility, then
They would have been
we'd be fine. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that's it.
See you guys next week.
See you guys
That's
next
it.
week. Ciao.
All right. Bye.
Oh, wait. Before we go, Rat Boy.
Oh, yeah. He's dead.
Pichal.
He's dead. Oh, he made it?
We ran, I should have told you at the beginning of the session, Pichal and I ran a secret session of Hardly Heroes where he played Rat Boy breaking into your thing. We've recorded it and we're going to release it. I've already passed it off to physics for editing and it's ready to go. So if you want to watch
I do.
Pichal break into your stuff, you can.
That's sick.
I don't know if you should. Because
okay.
he's a copperhead and he has information about the copperheads. So I'm going to leave it to you to watch it or not watch it. I trust you guys to be good enough players to compartmentalize information.
I'm probably going to watch it and then compartmentalize and not use it. But that's really cool.
That's sick, yeah.
And I think since we're getting into some gang on gang action now, the idea might be to grab Pichal and Jamie and have them play adversaries who are trying to break into your shit.
That's fucking badass. That's badass.
That's the
cool.
plan. That's the secret. That's
cool.
why he knows what a copperhead is. Okay.
Cool, yeah. Yeah.
All the viewers should already know this information, but that's it. We're out.
Fucking
Ciao.
Rat Boy. Bye.
All right.